You are now entering a dangerous liberty zone where God-given natural rights are held sacred and exercised. This is your warning. Tyranny, fascism, and censorship will not be tolerated. Ideas will be exchanged freely. Rigorous debate and open discourse is encouraged. If you are weak and your beliefs are fragile, you should leave now. Prepare yourself. We are now live on the Dangerous Liberty Podcast. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to the Dangerous Liberty Podcast, where we know the only thing more dangerous than liberty is the lack thereof. Welcome, everybody. All right. We got a good show. We got a fun show. This is meant to be kind of a lighthearted, fun show and tell. I want everybody to get eclectic with the gear, not just stick to...
That's a big word.
Eclectic.
Yes.
Three syllables.
Do you eat those right there?
Exactly. You eat
Cream-filled?
eclectics.
Eclectics?
Maybe people get some good Christmas ideas.
Yeah, well, that's actually a good idea.
Or purchases for
I
myself.
didn't really think. Okay, Jason Kavagazov is going right in there. All right. Wow.
We're not shopping for Jay yet. So.
It's a family show. It's a family show.
Family show. Well, happy Wednesday, everybody. Summer, how was your week?
It's good.
Another wonderful week being married to me. Lucky. Chris?
It's counting down the days to when I'll be home by myself with the baby.
The baby. You only got like 47 months left of
Me being off
paternal leave.
But Robin goes back to work on Monday.
Monday.
You're gonna be so lonely.
So we're gonna be putting a lot of miles on the Can-Am.
Well,
she loves riding in the Can-Am, so I was like, I'm cool with it.
perfect. She'll be ready for college by
baby
the time
loves
that
riding
your
in the
paternity
Can-Am.
leave is over with.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be good.
I mean, should be at least 12th grade.
Jason, how was your week?
Chillin' like a villain. Pretty good.
No rhyming.
Oh, dang it.
Hell of a round too. Sheesh.
Speaking of favorite gear,
good way
Jason,
back.
how are your new headphones doing back there?
Oh, they are pretty sweet. I'm telling you, this is the Ferrari of headphones.
They're
right now.
pretty nice.
That Ferrari.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, they're very comfy.
All right, we're gonna welcome everybody going through here. We appreciate you guys showing up. Again, folks, we appreciate you guys showing up here on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We want to welcome you that are here now, as well as those that are kind of tuning in after this is posted, not live, but we definitely want to encourage everybody to show up live. It's a lot more fun. And we want you to participate. That's why we do these. We could do these things and just record them and post them wherever, but it's a lot more fun to do these things live and have you guys participate instead of just being, spectators, flies on the wall. Lloyd Castleton, welcome. Joshua, you always do that, Jay. When I'm reading something, you...
Zing. Well,
when he hovers the cursor over something, folks, it blanks out for us over here.
You can't see it.
So Joshua Zartman, Evil Freak 666, Mr. Satan. We got Jeff up there, Mr. MOA himself.
See, this is where your full auto fingers would be useful.
You want to
Jason.
scroll, Jason, or you just want to block the?
It is scrolled. It is scrolled completely down.
I
know,
we'd
but he's
like
trying to
go
read
up.
the people that came in
For
first.
the first timers up there.
you wanna read the people that
It's
The early birds.
between Jason and my kids. Wednesday is like new it's like our first time doing it every Wednesday.
there is no way that
Jeff-
you'd be able to function
Jeff,
without me.
that's true. You're not wrong. Jeff Hahn, good to see you, buddy. John, good to see you, and enjoy talking to you today. Even though you got your problem solved before, that's what I got to start doing is just not answer my phone, and then when I call people back, they've already solved the problem.
That's what I do. I mean, that works with me, right?
That's true. That's true. Summer never takes my calls.
It doesn't work with Jay when he calls me.
Yeah, no. My problem
Matt
still has mouth to
G307. Matt, it looks like I don't remember seeing you here before, so. If you're new, or if I just didn't see you one time before. Anyways, welcome everybody, our normies, as well as all the new folks, all the normies, all the normal folks, our regulars. Keith Stewart, hey, welcomes Keith. Glad you're here. Richie Fattrell, and of course our Lost Boys over on Rumble. Jay, you got Rumble up?
I do got Rumble. We got whole 8 over there. We
Sure.
got our usuals,
I'm sure
and
Otter's
then we got
Is my boy UFO there?
UFO for the host.
UFO's hasn't chimed in yet. We got Smash 1775 going on. We got a buck over there.
You got a buck?
It's just a buck.
A buck, yeah.
A buck over there?
I don't even have a buck.
Did you turn your volume down?
It could be a
US
buck
for the
or
hose is over there.
or a boot.
Oh no, well he posted it like eight hours ago.
Oh, Smash
I don't-
1775
He,
says
wa-
Semper
he
Fi.
wanted to be first.
He was
Celebrating
first.
that birthday.
Way first.
All right, so tonight I thought it'd be fun, and again, you can talk about different accessories you own that are firearms related, but I thought it'd be fun to also talk about the different things that we all love, kind of share our interests in different gear, but also kind of put people onto. Again, I thought of it kind of like a gear review amongst our viewers
Before Christmas.
before Christmas, and everybody talking about the stuff they love so that we can check those different things out. Jason Sponsor is here. Now Stephans is here. Who else is jumping in? I think that's it. But anyways, Summer, why don't you start us off?
Everybody might leave with my stuff.
Nah, you're good.
Well, listen, it'll be good gift ideas for the gentlemen out here for your wives. First of all, everybody knows, but we got the Yeti cup that just came out in a wonderful new power pink, and I have the matching sliders.
Power.
Magnetic
It
slider.
makes me
Power
very,
pink.
very, very happy.
Ted
and
P, hello.
It's very appropriately named for me. It's called Power Pink.
Power Pink. Folks, most of you, and we didn't know this until we started doing, custom mugs and all this good stuff, but there is a whole thing amongst Yeti cups, right? So they come out with these,
Colors.
limited edition colors is what I was going with. Some limited edition colors. And once those sell out, they go from like $40 a cup
Yes.
to like $200 a
Yeah,
cup.
so like
No, are you
Yes.
serious?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
vintage T-shirts or anything,
Okay.
Jay.
Are
yeah.
you kidding?
So I make it a point to try to collect each pink shade that comes out because, as you'll see, as I'm showing and telling stuff, pink is my favorite color. I know, very cliche. Whatever, I enjoy it. But so the first pink that came out was called limited edition pink. They had never done a pink before, and they didn't do another pink for a while. And now limited edition pinks resells for like a cup like this size would resell for like $100-$200.
Stop it.
No, I'm not kidding. So then the next pink they came out with was Harbor Pink, and that's also another really popular pink shade. Now, some of the later pinks, like that dusty pink that nobody liked, you can get those all day long. That's the only pink shade I don't own, actually, is the
And the same goes
dusty
with,
pink.
like their other products too that are come in limited colors, whether they're
Yeah.
coolers,
Yep.
all that stuff.
Oh,
It's
man,
crazy.
if you get a pink cooler and they discontinue that pink, it's like $400.
Yeah, they're
It's
nuts.
crazy.
They'll double, triple in price. Pretty crazy.
What's up,
What
MMS
else?
on 22 over there on Rumble?
Another Lost Boy on Rumble.
Another
We love
Lost
it.
Boy on Rumble.
Bear
love
with me.
it.
Bear with me, gentlemen. I'm going to give you some good gift ideas.
Brad Clark, good to see you.
I've
Ted
sold on
P.
these pink mugs right now.
I had no idea on these limited colors. I'm going
gonna have to start
Go,
investing.
so
Well-
so
It's
go
just
to
like it's just like sneakers. You invest.
it
That's-
is. Go,
that's-
so go to eBay.
that's
Go to
why-
eBay and look at some of the prices
That's-
on some of the limited edition.
Really?
That's
colors.
why I have shelves of discontinued colors over there because I'm waiting for the.
That's your retirement.
That's my retirement.
retirement.
plan.
Oh, this is like the Beanie Baby retirement.
How'd that work out?
Yeah.
I don't like your tone on this whole thing.
So I've mentioned this pouch several times on here as something I carry crossbody, and I do carry med gear and stuff along with like keys and wallet and every day. So these are very popular men for the ladies right now. Very
I
stylish.
see a lot of dudes rocking them too.
Well, no, this is a specific
Well,
one.
I know. I get that.
It's a
But
specific one.
Oh, Lulu.
It is. It's a Lulu, but I mean, it's perfect for putting a battle wrap. You got a
is that
wallet,
a tampon?
keys. No, it's a battle wrap.
Oh, okay.
It's a battle rap.
I mean,
Battle rap.
you could tourniquet it, but you probably don't want to. So anyway, that's a great gift idea. I have them in
You gotta be
multiple colors.
Summer does like her crossbody bags.
I do.
Jay. I'm gonna interrupt Summer real quick. I just looked up Yeti Pink LE limited edition.
I told you.
From 2017.
Yeah.
The little cup's worth $120.
Yeah.
Shoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We messed up.
There's your
Dang
beanie
it.
babies.
Yeah.
Loser.
And back then, that
What
the Yeti cup prices were cheaper then, so they were like closer to $20 and $30.
Well, hopefully my green one, my canopy green's a cool color. Oh, never mind.
Well, it's used now, so too late.
They ain't gonna know.
What else you got, Summer?
Then the
It's
other
eBay.
thing.
Oh, I didn't know you were gonna get all
Yeah.
sentimental.
So
We got
I really enjoy the Starbucks series. One of them is the Been There series. That's this one. And the other one is the You Are Here series. And they're two distinct styles, but they're collectible at like each state you go to or big cities or things like that. Gary brought me this one from Qatar. Turn it around so you can
Got a bunch of those.
see. And then this one obviously is the West Virginia one. But yeah, I have a cabinet full, and I don't know why, but It gives me great joy each morning to pick
Got you
which.
one and some from Jordan.
Yep.
I don't know where else. I forgot.
And what are they called?
Costa Rica.
One of them is.
They're coffee mugs, Jay.
They are.
They're called coffee mugs, Jay.
Yeah.
This style is called the You Are Here series.
Okay.
And this is the Been There series.
Oh.
I got to be honest. Just suddenly it hit me. I started feeling like the Antiques Roadshow.
Do I need to come in?
For my stuff.
I need to come in and start
Just
looking
the
at
format
them.
in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's one of the most popular shows on earth. I mean, let's not.
I still watch it when it comes on.
It's
And
fun
what
to
would you
watch.
rate
You never know what you're gonna find.
You never know what you're gonna get.
No.
It's like a box of chocolates.
Well, and the last two things, they all kind of go together. I mean, I also collect the Starbucks tumblers.
Y'all can't see
I
it
just
on.
gotta- I just gotta-
They can't see that on screen. How
Blingy?
bedazzled. Jay,
Jason,
go
put it
back
on
to
the camera,
hers.
dude.
It's not bedazzled.
It's just so freaking.
So-
It's
It's-
metallic.
It's chrome.
If a tumbler was a stripper, or a stripper was a tumbler,
Or an outfit a stripper would wear.
that's what it would look like.
Well, listen, I take great joy each day in picking what cup I'm going to take to work and what mug I'm going to drink my coffee of, and those things make me happy.
Hey, it's the small things in life.
I'm easy to please. Just buy me,
Small victories.
just buy me a cute cup, and we're good to go.
Are you sure about that?
What? I am.
Gary does not live by the same.
What'd you say?
I said Gary does not live by that motto.
What?
Just buy me a cute cup and I'm good.
No, he does not. live
First
by
of
that
all-
motto.
Easy to please.
First of all, if there was
easy.
ever
I am
a
easy to
case
please.
of the pot calling the kettle black,
I like fancy things. I'm
Listen.
not gonna lie.
Well, don't sit back there and act like you don't.
I will just say I am not the high maintenance one in my relationship.
That is true. That is true. Hey, a buck,
like-
yes, you can laser
I just
etch
like
spaghetti
all
cups.
of my stuff to be on the same caliber as my wife.
Oh.
Right?
Jeff said, "That's ridiculous, Summer. You need help." You should see my cabinet, Jeff. Anyway, now on to the man stuff that everybody's waiting for.
No, I don't know.
I mean,
don't
those
know
are all
that-
great gift ideas. I know that a lot of women love collecting the Starbucks tumblers. They often sell out like the first day they come out. And then there again, people resell them on eBay for a lot of money.
I need to remember that. Put it in my.
And
Yep.
it is, like when you're traveling and stuff, it's always for those of you out there that, happen to be somewhere and you're trying to find the wife that, perfect little souvenir. You always get the same, it's always stressful for me. I know when I was traveling a lot, I always try to get her and the kid something. And it was always nice to be able to find a Starbucks, no matter where you could be in the third world butthole of Africa somewhere. And there's a Starbucks there.
True.
And literally they have like Starbucks, the You Were Here series of Benin, so
I don't have a Benin
So
one.
Benin's
I
a,
know. I don't-
Benin's a
I don't think-
butthole.
Yeah.
I've never been. I'm just asking.
Benin. Yeah.
It's
it
a
was.
lovely place. You should enjoy it.
You should enjoy it.
And it's
Benin.
spelled,
Anyway.
Isn't it spelled benign? But it says Benin.
No.
All right.
Get your wife a fanny pack, but don't call it a fanny pack. Call it a sling bag.
It's a sling
A
bag.
crossbody
And-
bag.
Crossbody.
From
Yeah, crossbody.
Lululemon.
It has to be
Yeah.
Lulu.
It has to be Lululemon.
They do enjoy those things, man. I don't know why. It doesn't even hold ammo
Because
right.
you
My
don't have
wife
to hold
doesn't.
anything with your hands.
My wife could literally put our newborn in her purses.
So you basically wish you were a
Well-
kangaroo.
That's what I have this for.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Big bog bag with all the charms on it.
It's like a pair of Crocs with
That's exactly what it is. It's crock
with
material.
straps.
Yeah.
It's a large Croc with 2 strap handles,
And you can decorate it.
and you can decorate it with jangles.
Yep.
Bojangles.
Jangles.
Let's see. Richie Petrell says, I've never had a chronograph, but I've just guessed on what the box of reloading manual says and adjust with the actual dope. I've got readings that matches. Really curious of my ES and SDs.
Richie,
Rove my reloading.
Richie, you ordered one of the new Zeros from us, didn't you? Those are actually shipping right now.
The new
Yep.
ZCs?
We just got tracking info on those folks. So if you ordered one of the new Garmin Zeros
Oh, Garmin
Some of the
series.
units.
on some of the units,
Yeah.
Fancy.
And those will be first ordered, first out. So
Yep. So
First come,
if
first
you don't
served.
have a order with us, get one. They are shipping, and we do expect additional shipments soon. So, folks, that thing was unbelievable. For those of you that were at our last long range course where we had Ray Helms out, he actually had a demo unit, and it was unbelievable how user friendly that thing was.
Oh, Garmin.
I don't have one of those, so I can't say it's one of my favorite things, but it's one of those things I'm looking forward to. Not only for my own use, I was actually out shooting. I did a video today testing some ammo, and I had the lab radar out there. And man, You can get the lab radar narrowed down to being as user friendly as the lab radar can possibly be. But once you've used that zero, it's just hard to go back. It's just that user friendly. It's really good. Yes, I am high maintenance Gary. You can just call me HMG. HMG.
I like what Jeff said. He says, my wife has all that too. I'm not going to tell her about the collector pricing, though. I don't need that in my life.
Yeah, once she is like, hey, it's an investment. It's
Yeah.
an investment. So what I'd like you guys to do is start throwing a couple. Again, it could be anything, folks. I don't care if it's a pair of shoes you have, a clothing line,
Ooh, that's a
just
good
stuff
thing.
that you guys enjoy, that is kind of like your go-to items. Can be your everyday items, from guns to flashlights
Yeah,
to
I want to hear
knives.
about them.
Any of those things, we'd like to hear about it. So we're just doing, we're going to have some fun with that. So start throwing up some items, and then I will call those out, and then tell us a little bit more about it. I mean, it's simple as that. Jay, what's one of your favorite items?
Oh, we're just gonna go right to me, huh?
Yeah. Like it was a 1 out of 4 chance.
The man behind
Actually,
the
1
curtain.
out of 3.
He's still got him swimming around in his brain. He's trying to pick one.
I know one thing you really enjoy that I thought was going to be a phase for you, but I think you really continue to enjoy it, and that is your Tesla.
I was going to say the same
Oh
thing.
yeah. I do actually really like that. Right.
So sell us on your Tesla. What do you like about your Tesla?
You've had that for what, 3-4 years now?
Man, that thing's
2019.
that thing's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say, right, as much as like different feedback is about it, it's honestly probably the best car I've ever owned, right? I mean, and I don't say it because it's electric or whatever. Like
Woogie.
there's a there's no maintenance on it. Like I don't have to do anything. I go to work and I used to drive 2 hours away, 2 hours there, 2 hours back. I plug it at the house, done. Like I don't have to do anything.
Tires are really the only thing you have to
Tires are
replace,
the only
right?
thing. I have 140,000 miles on that thing right now. I still haven't replaced the brakes.
Well, don't they use that generative braking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Regenerative or whatever.
I mean, there's still friction there. I mean, I understand it's regenerative braking, but that's basically just turning some of that
It's
friction.
not. The brakes don't get used for regenerative, right? What it does is actually, it's the engine itself like reverses as you're slow, like as you take your foot off the pedal, the engine inside does something that reverses it, and that's where the regenerative comes from. The brakes have nothing.
It's almost
to do
like a
with it.
generator at each one.
Yeah, it's basically working as a generator.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
So with that, I mean, they do have like brake pads and or something in them, right?
Yeah. They're
Oh,
just regular brake
Yeah,
pads.
it's standardized brake pads, brake
Just regular-
calipers.
But I
everything.
have heard that you never have to replace your brakes, or
Quote
something like
unquote,
that.
yeah. But I think what he's saying, what Elon's saying, is the batteries will no longer charge by the time you got to change the brakes, because there is a lifespan. There is a lifespan.
I
There is a
understand, but I'm just
lifespan on the
saying,
batteries.
Like, what are the brakes made out of? That
No, it's still the
why
same
is it,
thing.
Why?
Because you're not actually using the brake
No,
pads that much.
You're only using if you use your brakes. I would as at least what Elon said is if you use your brakes, I don't even know how to explain it. You're only using 10% of the brakes in your everyday use. The rest of it is using your engine to slow down. So you take it as like if you're going down a hill.
You're
like,
basically getting engine braking.
yes,
that's
essentially,
it.
yes,
But
but
it's an electric motor.
Yes, that's 100% right. It's engine braking, like you're going down a hill in a 4-wheeler or side by side. That has that. And
Or a man truck with
Yeah.
an engine brake.
I have a truck too. Everybody, just throwing that out there. Right, everyone just talks about the Tesla. I do.
You do, and he has,
I
and
have a
and
truck.
it has racks on it too, so it makes it he does
First of all, if
It's
you
a
have
man
to,
truck.
if you have to throw that disclaimer out
It's not
there,
really a man truck.
you've already lost the war, Jason. Now you're
guys.
clicking buttons, Jason. We can't
I
see
didn't
what's
touch
going on.
anything.
All right, let's scroll back.
There's a few suggestions or gear favorites.
yeah.
Let's go back up here a little bit. We'll hit the first ones. My
Well,
lab is a PETA. It was super easy to use. Yeah, Jeff Hahn's talking about the Zero. My Leupold Mark IV spotting scope.
Oh.
Such a flex item
I
at
bet.
the range.
Can't hide
sometimes you
it.
just gotta flex. I mean,
Can't
kind of like
hide
with
it.
my big pink Yeti.
Yeah, so the Leupold Mark IV has always been a great spotting scope. I'm assuming, Drew, that yours has a reticle in it. I am looking to see. That's one of the next things I definitely want to review and start making sure that we have some in stock, a good spotting scope with a reticle in it, which are kind of hard to find on the budget side. We have a couple of the Swaros, which obviously aren't cheap, that we use for our long range courses, which I love. But not everybody. And honestly, if we didn't have a long range shooting school, I doubt I'd have two, $4,000 optics for the spotting scopes. But those things are
They were that much?
They were that was like wholesale. It'd have been closer to five.
I remember them being more expensive.
Whoa, what
You
just
remember
blows my
everything
mind,
being more expensive.
What blows my mind is that's what you brought to the air show and let the kids look at the planes with them.
Yeah, so we were having an air show, and I thought it'd be fun to bring the spotting scopes to let the kids,
You can
use.
see into next week with them.
Yeah, yeah.
Willie says the LA police gear jeans and pants are great. I won't buy a different pair
Really?
of jeans.
Wow, that is interesting.
You know
Never
what
heard of
brand Gary got into recently, which I know has been around for a while, was
They really beat you on the prices.
ha 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 ha.
Did you just come up with that,
Yeah,
Jay?
I did.
Oh,
Look, did you see how,
where's your sound effects at?
did you see how happy he was when he said it?
Oh man,
Couldn't help it.
Y'all can't see him. His little
Jay.
feet are kicking and he's spinning in his chair.
it's like a child dwarf
I
back
couldn't
there.
help
Beat
it.
anybody's
I
prices.
couldn't resist.
But you really like the Duluth Trading Company pants,
So the Duluth Trading, well, there's a specific,
specific ones, and
there's-
they have to be like the not
the
full.
Huskies.
No, he doesn't like the full
like the
cut one.
flex hose ones are like, you might as well be wearing some MC Hammer pants. Up there, like I ordered a set of those to try them out, and they're like 4 sizes. The legs are all crazy, but they have two they have 2 sets of pants that are, they basically look like tactical
The
pants.
Flex Fire Hose is one of them.
Well, it's a specific.
It is.
There is the
specific
standard
cut is
flex.
what you're saying, a cut.
Yeah.
It's a specific model,
Right.
but they basically have slanted pockets. I mean, they look like Cry precision pants. I mean, that's what they look like. That's how the pockets are set up. They're actually really nice. They're very comfortable.
They've lasted well too.
Lasted a long time.
Yeah.
I love those pants. Those are good. That's good news. As far as the LA police gear, this is why this is fun, because that's something I wouldn't have.
No,
ever
yeah, I'm
imagined.
gonna have to look those up later. Actually.
Yeah.
Matt G says, Gary, I love the MPA rifle I got from you guys.
Keeping a list going.
It's hard to not like that thing, man. It's always nice. So today I was, for the first time in probably 2 years, I shot the Ruger Precision rifle.
Before were you testing that 308?
Yeah, and I'll tell you, well, you guys will see the video. I forgot, and to be fair, that was one of the first Ruger Precisions they made. I think I got that in like 2014, 2015.
I didn't remember that was 308.
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
thinking
308.
that was 6.5.
2014.
No, that
I
was
still
like
in high school.
before 6.5 was actually kind of even mainstream. Anyway, so 2014, 2015, I got that rifle, and that rifle on a good day, on the best ammo you can find, is like barely at a minute. Anyways, it was just kind of interesting to shoot, and yeah, it's been a while.
I like that it's in a real
Speaking of
caliber,
shooting
too.
rifles, Mike Hen says he shot the last long range class with the gloves that he got the Pig Alpha Fit.
I saw.
Oh yeah,
him.
He
pig
said
gloves are great.
He said he could write, shoot, load, and use his phone with them.
Yeah,
Keep writing
pig
stuff down.
Pig gloves are great. You know what? My problem about pig gloves, and by the way, they are very good at customer service. They will replace them. I have had they like, you know how when you put a pair of gloves on and the knuckles are never right. You
They
know
don't
what
quite
I mean?
fit like
they don't
gloves.
quite fit.
Well, Jay, you do have some odd hands.
Yeah.
First of
Yeah.
all, they
But-
never meant to make gloves for Vienna sausages.
No doubt. And
On-
then the
on
palm
meaty-
that's
on
8
meaty
inches
stuff.
wide.
Yeah.
It looks like he has feet for hands.
Anyway,
I will say the pig gloves, man, they fit hands perfectly.
Like
I
a
did have a
glove?
couple
It's like they were meant
blowouts
to
on
do
them,
that.
though.
couple of blowouts.
Yeah, I did have a couple blowouts. Like the seams came loose on
Did it
them.
come right? Did it blow out right here, Jay? Right
no,
at your thumb?
in between my fingers.
Oh.
Yeah. But
That's
they
strange.
replaced them not for me, so it wasn't a big deal.
No, like I actually saw you shooting with those, and I saw that they were really very form-fitting gloves. So that's interesting. I might
And
have
they
to
are
look those
nice.
up. Let's see.
Scroll down a little bit, Jason.
Scrolling.
There you go.
Let's see.
Scrolling.
Jeff, we didn't. I was expecting from you, Jeff, your MOA optics, but we're not seeing that right now.
Here it comes.
Are the MDT chassis rubber dampers a gimmick? I haven't tried them. I've seen those. They're probably not. I mean, anytime that you're putting something back there, and those look, I mean, they actually look like the shoes you had on the other day. They have like shock absorbers.
And NDT is a pretty
my
reputable.
God.
Everybody, just so you
I-
know what he's talking about, I had a pair of Vapor Maxes on, and if you know shoes, I had a
Nobody
pair of
knows what you're talking
Right.
about.
Nobody on
It
this
reminds
show
me of
does.
something
I'm
that
I'm a shoe guy. Go look up the Vapor Maxes.
From,
That's
like,
what I had on.
They
the
look
year
like boom
2000
boots,
that were
right?
out. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I had a pair of those that had like the little springy things.
That's
in 'em.
called the Nike Shock Summer.
Yeah, there you go. That's what they
Well,
were called.
Mine are air, not
if you
spring.
took the Nike Shocks and you put like 6 of them on the bottom and made them 3 times bigger and 3 times thicker,
Vapor
They're
Maxes.
so fluffy.
they'd be Vapor Maxes,
So fluffy.
apparently. And it really broke my concentration. I was sitting there talking. I looked down. I'm like, what in the hell is going on here? They look like Martian boots.
I like shoes, people.
Speaking of shoes, you should talk about your shoes.
I
Gary.
do, and I have one tonight. I like shoes, so tonight I have one. The Pandas.
And Noah's always talking about the pandas. He's like, Mommy, look at these pandas.
I'm a shoe guy now.
Look at these pandas.
I have boots that I love.
Well,
Jay, you got another camera view over there. Why don't you
Oh, yeah.
put that on the big,
I
big
like
screen?
I like the Pandas.
There you go.
You know why women like shoes? Because they always freaking fit.
Yeah, and you know another thing? If you look,
They do not.
my flannel matches my Pandas and my watch and my jewelry because,
You're like the most color coordinated redneck I've ever met.
and then I got my camo hat on
Yeah.
with my new patch I just got that y'all might like.
Well, you know what I like is that your hair matches your outfit as well.
Well, Gary, I'm not,
little
you
salty.
know, not going away from the thing, so I'll just leave my hat there so everybody can see it.
Don't poop on me. That's awesome.
I found it on a website. I was like, well, got to have that one.
Gotta have it.
So, but no, I like shoes. But if we're talking about shoes, where I'm going to go is I did construction in the field for, sheesh, all three. Well, so my granddad was a contractor, and then all 3 of my mom's brothers were general contractors. So, starting it in the summer when I was like 12 years old, I was out with them. And I started as low man on the totem pole when we were doing roofs, picking up shingles and throwing them in the dump truck. Worked my way all the way up. But when I could afford decent boots, and if you're on your feet all day, every day, go try them on. I'm not going to tell you go buy them yet. They are a little expensive. They're about 160, but I've gone through. When I was doing construction, I was getting a pair every year for Christmas. But they are Wolverine DuraShocks.
Really?
Wolverine DuraShocks. And I'll shake my shoe off so you can see. But in this area of the boot, I usually wear them. This area of the boot, it's green. And on the heel area here, it's green. Those boots wear like a sneaker. And I'm going to tell you right now, when I was doing construction down in the city, being a construction project manager down there for 9 years, I'd wear them out in a year, but they wore like a sneaker. Best $160 you could ever spend on a boot. And I hope to get another pair for Christmas because I like to have a dress pair and a work pair because
Hint, hint, Robin.
Robin, you better be watching.
yeah, I think I already spent my Christmas money. I got the
taking notes.
new VR set up. So.
You got a new VR set up?
I did. I got the Meta 3.
Oh, sweet.
Man.
It is sweet. I was playing drunken bar fight the other night. I might have been.
I was about to, was that not live with Jason? I mean,
I didn't tell the story yet to people. So my headset was a little bit dead. So I was on the whiskey that night. I was probably a little
But
bit
you have to be.
toasty.
You're in a drunken bar fight.
So the headset was dead, but the baby was sleeping, so I wanted to play some. And so I went into the kitchen and plugged it in to one of the backsplash plugs. And I was in the kitchen with the headset on. And of course, you have your little trigger things on your hands. Well, I was punching people and picking them up and throwing them down. And all of a sudden, our pots are hanging over our island. Well, I punched all the pots at like 11:30 at night with everybody sleeping. I heard Robin yell something that I can't say on the family show. So I was like, sorry, babe. And then I continued to go on at a little slower pace and then knocked a bunch of shit off the counter. And then she yelled something a lot worse. So just to note to everybody, don't play drunken bar fight in your kitchen because you will piss off your
Is
wife.
that the game name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drunk? Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
all right.
Gary, by the time I was done, I literally had broken a sweat.
How do you like that Meta 3?
It's pretty phenomenal. I mean, I bought it for the golf game. The golf game actually has a swing. I forget what it's called. It's something to do with
Swing
how.
analyzer. or
Yeah, to like your face is coming open when you're coming through, and it's closed before and then open when you're coming through the ball and stuff. It's actually helped me out because you can buy a golf stick or the end of a golf club, I guess you would call it, what's got the grip on it. So you can actually hold it like you'd be holding a golf club. And then you put your controller in the bottom of it. And it's pretty wild. It's something to check out. Look at the gameplay of it, people. I'm not, promoting the Facebook dude because it's a meta, but they just came out with a Ghostbuster game for it, and I'm really itching to buy that one.
Nice.
Because you can't go wrong with Ghostbusters.
We got a couple shout outs on Rumble. Smash talks about Oakley flip flops, and he gets that.
Ooh, I've never
every
tried a
year.
pair.
Yeah, I haven't tried a pair of them.
Never tried Oakley
Ever since I heard about Lukai from Jay, I've never.
Olukai, yeah, Olukai, yeah, Oakley flip flops, yeah.
Oakley flip flops.
Olukais, I'll tell you, that's my favorite brand of flip flops. That's man, those are nice.
I could buy 2 pair of Nikes for a pair of Olukais though.
How
Yeah,
much?
that's
How much do these flip flops cost?
The Olukais.
Yeah.
They're 3 digits.
They're
What?
They're
For-
close.
for
they're
flip
like
For $100
Jay, the
for
pair
flip
you showed me
flops?
were $96
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
about right.
I don't even want you to ever talk about me being.
Right?
High maintenance.
At least I buy quality gear, not freaking flip flops.
They are quality comfort for
Well,
my
Jay
feet,
doesn't have to
Gary.
buy any gear.
Jesus
Jay
Christ.
doesn't have any guns to buy gear for.
I will say, going back to that MDT comment, while I'm talking about the brands, I really like it. I like the fact that we carry them. MDT, all of their gear is solid. Even there's stuff that I don't personally like, just because it's a personal preference thing. But as far as anything that comes from MDT is just quality gear. Again, it may be something, some of their chassis I don't really care for, but they're good chassis. And
We,
they're
we do
great
have
for the
some
money.
new MDT items being listed on the website
We do,
tonight too.
and they make a bunch of nice accessories, like their
have to look
M-lock
into that.
rails are really nice. They just make high quality gear, and honestly, I like dealing with them. They're great folks to deal
Yeah,
with. And the
I
same
agree
thing
with
with if you guys watched the MPA, the show with Phil Cashin, again, just a solid dude. We
And-
love dealing with them.
So I saw that Mike Henn again had mentioned the LRA Send It level, which MDT sells now, and then Accutech bipods. Same thing with Accutech as well. Just great response, great to work with.
Oh, is that that MDT level?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's sick.
That was definitely going to be one of my things for my favorite. I've put those in all my guns now. For a long time, I discounted them. Not discounted them on the website, but I discounted them as a device. I was like, all you really need is the bubble, and that's not necessarily not true, right? But folks, when that is number one, it is so prevalent in your non-shooting eye that you can't miss it. And you guys know, if you've shot with bubbles, it's really easy to be focused, target focused. Even if you're shooting with both eyes open, as you should. It's easy for that bubble to blend off in the background. Another one of the people that were shooting at our last long range course that was using one of my guns with that comment that he made, he's like, man, that thing was really helpful to me because of my gun. He had the level, but his eyesight wasn't what it used to be, right? So he was talking about how, and that's one thing I never really thought of, but that thing just is so ridiculously accurate. And every single one, I think we got 4 of them that we either have on guns or I'm using on my personal guns. And I've tested all those against both the electronic angle finder, and they are ridiculously accurate. You can literally mount scopes with those. Really good. And I can't say enough about them. I think they should be on every single gun. They definitely make life a lot easier for you.
Well, I know your table's level right now.
I know, you see that?
Yep.
I said I had to move it so the people could see the lights on there.
Yeah, that thing lets you know if you're not level. What else we got up there?
Fix. So I was just literally thinking about this, and then as I scrolled down, I saw John Esmond talk about a fix it sticks. Fantastic.
Well, and I do have
product.
something to add to that, which I wasn't even going to mention tonight, but the new holiday kits just came in for the Fix It Sticks.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Christmas kit?
Yeah, this limited edition Christmas
Or
ones.
can we say Christmas or we'd have to say holiday?
No, Christmas is fine. I'm not
Damn
sure.
right. Christmas.
Christmas. Merry Christmas.
So
Merry
it's,
Chrysler.
it's basically the all-in-one torque driver kit, but it has the optic bubble level set in it. So that's one of the kits. I don't know if we can get a close-up of that,
Yeah.
Jason.
I wasn't trying to.
throw it on the other
No,
camera.
I wasn't
Yeah,
trying
sit
to
over
like.
Throw it on the
I
other
wasn't
camera.
trying to turn this into.
I wasn't either, but somebody, if
fair
people
enough,
are
fair enough.
interested in buying Fix It
Absolutely.
Sticks, these are the limited edition holiday kits, and when they're gone, they're gone.
Hey, Gary,
Yep.
throw that on Chris's camera over here.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, since someone mentioned it, I thought I'd just show them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the other special holiday kit, they generally do 2 each year.
This one actually is really cool.
Yeah.
Both of those are great. But
This one is the Works kit with the all-in-one torque driver, which
Yeah.
is the red tip one that it normally comes with. But for the Christmas kit, they're also including the mini all-in-one torque driver.
yeah, so it just has a smaller torque range, which actually comes in real handy, especially when you're like zeroing your optic and you need like 6 inch-pounds, which the larger one doesn't go that low, but this one goes actually to 6 to 25 inch, and then the second one goes from 15 to 65 inch-pounds.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So,
So anyway, since someone mentioned it, if anyone's shopping for one of the sets, then
Jay's not so
Yeah.
take a look at those 2
He's sleeping
limited
back here.
edition sets.
Jay doesn't know what's going on. Get him a nice pair of comfortable earphones, and now he's back there sleeping the whole time.
Yeah, I know.
What does Jeff Holland have to say there? 2,000 watt Freedom Wind turbine kit to run Sherry's she shed.
Ah.
She shed.
Wonder what that-
seashells by the seashore.
Jeff, is this a wish list or is this something you have that's really cool? From Missouri Wind and Solar, maybe? Is that what he means by
Yeah, I
that?
think so. No, that'd be actually. We get so much wind up here. That would actually. I hadn't really thought about putting a wind turbine. We could put that on the freaking well. I bet it'd run it.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I like
Oh,
that.
if you put that up and then it'll just keep the well pump going.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Jay.
Ah,
We're here all day.
that's a good idea. Yeah, that's not
One of the
that ain't
guys
bad.
that shoots tactical class with me uses a RPR 243, obviously hand loads, but it's a sub half MOA rifle. I don't doubt it. And again, I've seen some of the newer ones, and I've seen guys come out with even some of the 6.5, the newer ones. They're definitely shooting better than again. That's a first generation when they first came out. And I've that thing hovers at right around 1 MOA. No matter what gun you're putting through it, no matter what ammo you're putting through it.
So I like Jeff's pattern here, or series of messages here. Jeff says, I love my annealing machine and my dog, period. The wife when she's nice. And Georgia Boot Company. I do like Georgia Boot Company. boots.
Georgia boots. I got a pair
You're
upstairs.
biased. Though.
Yep.
You're biased.
They're
Summer.
I
nice.
am biased.
He also
but-
said I'm neutral. It's the simpletons that need milk. Well, that's not true.
That's not bad when he's selling that turbine kit, to be honest with you.
Yeah. How much is it?
What
under
annealing
2
machine
grand.
do you AGS?
That's not a bad idea.
I do plan on buying a annealing machine. Was it the annealing made right? What is it? Somebody, one of you guys know. Anyways, I need an annealing machine too.
I don't need a machine to kneel.
That's what
I
I was
am
I
gonna
know
say.
you kneel.
Jay, you
on
don't
your
have
own.
to really go too far to nail either.
Yeah.
Your shins are really short.
Yeah, the amp. Annealing made perfect amp. That's the good one. It's not cheap, but the thing's
How
pretty
much
slick.
is that?
I think it's like $400.
Yeah,
Harvest
okay.
right
That's
freeze
cheap,
dryer.
That's the cheapest thing yet.
So
like
add $1,000
$400.
to that summer. That's what it probably is.
Probably
Yeah.
times 1,000.
Yeah.
Probably times 1,000.
Mike Ken says the Solomon X Ultras. I'll tell you, I've always had problems with the Solomons
Yeah.
just
They're so
because
narrow.
they're
Me too.
very narrow.
Yeah.
If you have narrow feet, the Solomons are great. They do last a long time, but they only everything that I've seen I've had like two maybe 3 pairs of them.
Although I feel like the
I've
first
gone through a
pairs,
lot of Solomons.
I feel like the first pair or so you ordered weren't so narrow, but then over time
They weren't.
they
I
got
got
more
the
and more narrow.
exact got the
Yeah.
exact same model
And they
later
were like,
on.
they look
Yep.
like this. I was
Yep,
like,
they were
what
ridiculous.
the-
I
Now,
had to send those back.
They make a wider for a lot of their shoes, but I've always had problems with their soles. Like their soles don't last very long, and I've gone through some pairs of Solomons.
Sounds like similar something.
Right, that's just me
Similar
personally. on
to you, Jay.
Solomons.
The sole doesn't last. That
I'll tell
That's
you,
true.
my favorite shoes by far, if you guys are into barefoot shoes, and I've been wearing these for barefoot style running shoes and stuff like that for over 10 years.
We started out with Nike Freeze way,
Way
back when.
Oh, I remember the 5
2004s.
You still have
Yeah.
them, Jay.
I do have them. Yeah.
Yeah, but I have the Vivo Barefoot, and I've had these shoes for like 2 years now, and they're still holding up. It's definitely getting time to replace them
They're a
just
li-
because they look raggedy. But
They're a little pricey. The Vivo Barefoots are, as far as most of the barefoot shoes are a little more pricey, but the Vivo Barefoots are. But I will say, it seems like those have lasted you long. You go through shoes really fast.
these have.
These
I
have
mean, there's
lasted you
nothing wrong
longer.
with them other than they've started to look they look worn, but as far as structurally sound, they still are.
Yeah.
I had those zeros before that, and those fell apart. I
Yeah,
don't know, probably
they
in
were
6
coming apart
months.
at the seams and
But I've had
everything.
these for-
shoes.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
had
really?
these for 2 or 3 years now. These look better, and they fit better, and they're overall the construction's better than
But
the
the same
zeros.
token, we got our zeros at the same time, and I'm still wearing mine, and mine still look brand new.
Yeah, I have a couple.
You don't really
pairs of
do
zeros.
anything in a movie.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, to be
I
fair,
don't.
though-
I
to
don't
be
run
fair,
in mine though, because
you don't run in
yeah.
yours, and you basically just kind of walk around.
I use them for
from point A to point
for
B,
lifting
barely.
on leg day because it really makes a big difference in your
Yes.
squat when you
Yeah.
get a barefoot shoe.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here.
They are kind of salty. I've never even heard of those shoes before.
What's that?
Your Vivos.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
about
150
150.
or
That's
so.
70, 180 now.
Yeah,
Less material, more money.
Oh yeah.
but
It's all the technology in there.
Oh
Jason.
yeah, that's right. Your foot. your foot's technology.
it's barely covering your foot.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I can't run in
Jeff
barefoot
said
shoes,
men
though.
don't wear flip flops.
You never wear
Only
flip-flops.
when you're on the boat.
He only has,
Only
the only
time.
time I see Gary wear flip flops is at the beach,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he hates them then.
I do.
Well,
I do.
you just can't wear them to the bar, right? Because could you imagine,
Jay,
like,
Jay, stop, because you do wear them to the bar
yeah.
with jeans.
Right, no. When we go out
He's
to the
just,
bar, I
he's
always
just
have
saying that
sneakers
he
on.
recognizes
Ask
that
Brianna.
it's not
I swear.
the
Jay.
right thing to do.
I always wear.
I've
Right-
literally seen you walk in the VFW with sandals. on.
Man, that don't count. We came off a boat.
You're going to the
VFW.
VFW now?
We were in the bar.
that don't count.
I've never even
We
been
came
to a
off boat.
VFW. I
But
really
you can't go
haven't.
to a
We won't
bar
go back
wearing
to that one
flip flops,
again.
right? Because I always say like this. Could you imagine getting in trouble with somebody and you're just like, you know what? Flip, flop, flip, flop, flop. You start running, going up to them. You're not intimidating at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, not good.
as you flip
You
flop
can't really.
away.
You really can't stomp away Matt either.
I would see Jay's feet coming at me. I'd run.
Flip, flop, flop, flop.
While we're talking about it, I'll tell you one piece of gear that I have come to love more and more and more.
Jesus.
and
She's sitting
more.
on your left.
Sitting on my left.
Yeah, okay.
Never gets old, only gets better. But I'll tell you, folks, these 10Ks.
Oh, you're pulling those out again.
I love these Kilo 10Ks. And the interface that it has with the BDX app, and the more I play with this, the more I dive into the different menu options and the other things that it can do, folks, they are magical. So if you're in a long range shooting and you're not, there's some people that shoot on these
Lord.
perfectly manicured lawns, paved with wind flags all the way down. They shoot their little MOA scopes.
I like how you added that little.
That little
Twist
dig.
at the end.
That little dig.
A little dig toward Jeff. If you want to shoot on a manicured lawn, but if you want to go shoot out in the real world where you're not just shooting one target at one distance, never moving, never doing anything, you want to add a little reality into shooting, man, these 10Ks are amazing. Jeff, I still love you, buddy, even if you shoot MOA.
Jeff's out there shooting on the Augusta National.
Well, good. Yeah. But man, I really do. Is it worth the money? I'm not sure that they are. But I'll just be honest with you.
They're awesome.
But they are awesome binos. They are, a Kestrel all in one, and they do some amazing things. And I'm curious to see, because what we're seeing is with all this technology, it's getting better, it's getting cheaper, it's getting more integrated. I've never had an issue with these linking up to the BDX app, which is one of my biggest problems when the BDX app and some of the old SIG rangefinders came out. Those things just link up, and it's pretty amazing. I have had a little bit of issue because it also has the, and I'm not doing a full review on this, but it does have the base map app. I had switched. I had another pair. A client bought those, and then I switched to this one. I relinked it up to the base map app, and I think it caused some issues switching those. And what's cool about the base map app is you can laze a target, and it will plot that target onto your map. It'll give you the distance, the azimuth from your position. It's pretty amazing stuff.
That's pretty sweet.
And
on a Google
it
satellite map?
never failed to work with that first set. But when I removed that one and added this one, sometime that feature isn't working, and I don't know why that is. But That has nothing to do with the ballistic side of it. So
That'd be a cool option if you're hunting out west, big
that's
game.
That's what it's for.
Oh my God! Just be able to say here, there's
You
where I
can-
was sitting.
you
There's
can-
where I killed it at.
The other thing is with this app, separate from that, and you can integrate that too, is you can literally see where your buddies are. This also has like a 911 feature, an SOS feature. You can locate your friends. You can literally lays all your different. You can plot your stands. You can plot caches. There's a lot of cool things with that
In
app.
depth.
Yeah.
Is the SOS for help? I can't hit my target.
Boop bop, boop whoa.
Jason was hard to hit when he was in Iraq and Afghanistan. He was like this little
Very tiny.
Yep, he's like, that guy's like 800 yards away. No, he's 50 yards. 50 yards, he's just small. He's a reduced silhouette.
Just always shot over him.
Reduced silhouette.
All right.
All right.
Let's move down and see some more comments.
I just want to say, Jeff vindicates me, right, on the Olukais. Worth every penny. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You're
Well,
missing out.
I mean, is it more towards people? Because Jay, your feet are as wide as they are long. So is it more for square-footed people?
No, I mean, they just.
I mean, that's
feel
Jay's
fantastic.
foot. That's it. That's it.
If you put like 5 pinky toes on my
Yeah,
fist,
that's Jay's foot.
that's what Jay's foot looks like.
I don't know what happened to him as a child.
He's at Jeff's asking, is the West Virginia internet acting up, or is it my
It
crap?
definitely is.
It definitely is. There's no doubt about that.
I'm sure it's West Virginia.
I don't know. Elon's probably doing.
Jeff
pretty good
says he
today,
has
doesn't
a dozen pairs of Olukai flip flops. That's big money right there.
Half a dozen.
Oh, half a dozen. I forgot that half.
You
part.
forgot a word there.
Yep.
I got
Alright.
half a dozen.
Scroll down a
That
little
is a
bit, Jason.
qualifier. I have a level built in my MBA chassis and built into the spur mount. They're both accurate and very different because how they interface. Can't see the spur anyway. Can't wait for the send it level. Yeah. Again, once you use that send it level and you see how in your face it is into your eyeball, you're just never not aware of it. And with all those other levels, they'll fade into the background. Next thing you know, you're shooting a little cockeyed.
And Richie, I have your send it level sitting on my desk waiting on your Garmin.
Smash 1775.
Yeah, he had to
says
come here
the
from
Oakley
Rumble.
flip flops go for 45 to 60. We'll have to try that out.
Jeez. But still,
Well, they're half the price of the Olakai.
I know, but $50 for flip flops.
Hey, listen.
I better
you
be
want
getting
quality.
some. I better be
Summer.
getting
It's
some
20
Gucci flip flops for that much.
It's 2023, not 1996 anymore, dear.
The
I just buy the $3 ones at Old Navy.
if you're over on Rumble and you can't text, you can feel free to join here. I see our viewers over here, but I haven't seen anything come through.
Yeah,
a
I was trying to look at comments there too. There was
Yeah.
one from 8 hours ago, so it's clearly not updating correctly.
a buck calls out Vertec pants. I do like Vertec pants. I do also wear Cools. I like Cools as well.
Yeah.
However, and I am not a 5'11". I don't like 5'11s usually, but they have a couple cuts. And since we're talking about pants, now I struggle. Now I feel bad for bringing it up because I can't remember the cut of this pants is. It's like an Apex something.
There's
cut,
nothing that
but
quite
it's fantastic.
Yeah, says FUD like a set of old style 511 pants.
Yeah. But
No-
they have some
no
nice,
offense to
they
any
do have
FUDs
a
out
couple. They do have a couple nice pairs that are cut well.
Now they've updated their
Yeah,
pants and they've updated
Yeah.
some of the women's pants. They
Yeah,
actually came
I've
out-
looked
Yeah.
at some of their stuff recently, and it's got some really more modern.
They're coming
looking
around.
stuff.
They're coming around.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll stick with my
Jeff
Carhartt
is
pants.
talking about the spur. The spur is. I agree with Jeff on this. See, Jeff, we find some common ground there. I want to love the spur mounts. They're not cheap. I'll tell you, for mounting optics, they have more ring pull as you're mounting that thing.
I think
It
he's
never
referring to the
fails.
level on the spur.
Oh, I don't know. But anyways,
Yeah.
the spur itself, yeah, it's one of those things that there's better options out there.
Sorry, I just have to say,
What?
I'll open up your phone to do a search, and this is what we're shopping for today.
That's
we were
sweet.
we were looking at
You're
the
getting
new
a
one wheels.
one wheel hoverboard.
He's looking at one wheels.
Yeah. Have you
Oh,
seen?
Got the
Jesus.
off-road one. Got the off-road
Oh, my
one.
God.
So the new S series, which is the race
This is what
series,
happens while I'm at work.
the new race
We
series.
research one wheels.
It goes a lot
Race
faster.
series. Oh, Jesus.
Is it off-road too?
Oh yeah, it's off
Has
road.
it got like a grippy tire, or is it still a smooth tire?
It's a grippy tire. It's a grippy tire.
They're probably only like
it's-
$400, right?
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
4
yeah.
bucks.
Times
yeah.
10.
No, get a-
Times 10.
Well, if you get 10 of them, yeah. But if you only get one,
it
it's like
ain't
$400.
They
400
start
bucks.
at 35.
Yeah.
Oh, $35? That's
Yeah.
not bad. Get 10 of them.
No, there'll be no one wheels for me.
Just
John Esmond wants to know
Not
what
this
boot
week.
that sounds sick.
did we wear in country? What did you guys get issued? I got issued a solo.
I don't know, but I remember that time you got issued a group. You got the Nike free boots.
Yeah.
that
Oh,
they came
yeah,
out
that's
with.
what I wore.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
freaking loved those.
The
things.
Nike free boots,
Yeah, I remember them.
were some of the best boots
They were
I've ever
Nike
worn. And
free
I actually
boots.
bought a pair of them after I got it. And I hate Nike.
Yeah.
But those were the best boots I'd ever worn.
Yeah, I
they were
remember
like
you-
a
Yeah, those were
sneaker.
really comfortable.
The only thing that sucked is as long as you didn't try to fast rope with
Yeah,
them.
that's
Oh.
what.
Because I
He-
burned
he burned through a pair.
Burned through.
Did they not have? Wait, yeah, because they didn't have the armor on the side.
I think later on they fixed that.
Yeah.
But I had literally, they hadn't even released them. They came to first group. They're like, hey, here you guys go. Try these out. Give us your feedback on them. They weren't on the market or anything. It was like a year before they even came out. Best shoes ever. I don't care if you were doing maritime stuff. They dried out in like 20 minutes. They were super lightweit. They supported my ankles just
that's
fine.
nice.
I mean,
Yeah,
I put hundreds and hundreds of miles on
Because I
those.
remember you fast roped and messed them up, and they still weren't even out on the market. And we were like emailing Oakley and stuff, trying to figure out how to get another pair. You're like,
Nike?
Yeah, Nike, yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, I'll buy them, whatever. Like, I just need another pair.
Yeah. Yeah. The Nike free boots were amazing. I don't even know if they still make them. I'm sure they do.
I remember I thought I had a pair of the. Maybe I'm thinking about the Oakleys. that
What
they
are you
gave out.
hovering over there?
Oh, sorry. But we got a bunch of Ace Solos, a couple different Ace Solos and stuff, and those were pretty good. They held up pretty well.
Yeah.
I can't say that the Merrills we've got held up. Those
I
things
mean,
blew apart.
honestly, once I got to group, I don't think I ever really wore a army boot other than like a military boot ever again.
Right.
When I was
Just wear
when
flip
I was
flops.
They don't make them anymore.
when I was at the 101st, and then even going into the Q course, I had some Ace Solos that I had resold and all that good stuff, and all tricked out the way that we did them. But I mean, once I got to group, I had those Nikes that I wore in garrison and in training, but that was like the last military boot that I think I actually had. We'd always wear sneakers and stuff out on missions. So
Yeah. We what was it? We were in that awkward stage in the Q course. We were going from BDUs to ACUs, and we had the desert jungle boots still with the BDUs.
Yep.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was
Weird
weird.
times.
All right, what are some other products you guys can't live without? Original SWAT 9-inch.
I'm going to go back to one thing that I can't let.
I hope you're
Yeah,
not
you haven't
serious,
really
Jason.
brought up anything other than your
Yeah.
panda shoes,
I'm sorry,
Chris.
Chris.
Are we allowed to bring out pointy things?
We're allowed to bring up where?
Are we allowed to bring out pointy things?
Kniffs.
Pointy things. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it is.
This. And you can zoom in on it because this is what Gary got me.
Oh, look at this. We're
'Cause-
Twinkies.
Yep.
Maybe can I open it? Am I allowed?
Yeah, absolutely.
So this thing, this Tiger Claw Karambit. So we were working at the shop one day, and what were we working on?
Pull out your old rusty.
We
dusty.
were pulling down light
We were
fixtures.
pulling down light fixtures, but there was some 12 wire. Get it over the mic. There was some 12 wire that needed to be cut. So Gary pulls down a light fixture and he wants to cut the.
There's like all
it was-
three wires.
It was a 12 wire has 3 wires in it. Okay.
I'm just letting them know. Not just one.
12 2 wire, Romex. And he was pulling down a light fixture. It was all nasty-fied in the box. And he just whips out this karambit and he says, I'll cut it. Because I was going to get a
Chris
pair
is
of,
like, you're
pair
not
of
gonna
dikes.
cut it with
I was
that.
like, I'll get a pair of dikes. I'll be back. He's like, no, I got it. And he whips this knife out and just goes, shink, and cuts 12 2. I mean, he was coming through it hard. I mean, there was definitely speed in it, but it cut straight
always
through it.
speed.
And I was just like, well, shit. I'm a believer in that knife now. And then, what was it? A month or two later, Gary's like, here, I got you a real knife, Chris.
Yep. He was impressed with that. It was
I
the
was
right
very
answer.
impressed.
So-
Went right through.
So the story behind this is, number one, I like karambits. When it comes to self-defense, we've had Steve Tarani out to give a karambit course, and I can tell you the practical use of a karambit for self-defense is one of the best objects other than a gun that you can have. So there's lots of use with this if you're trained and you have some basic knowledge and understanding with that. With that being said, I was looking for a cheap karambit that I could train with and kind of everyday carry. And then, so I was at the Great American Outdoor Show, and the guy at Cold Steel came over, and he wanted to trade something. Anyways, I ended up trading for this. This is CTX. This one is CTS XHP steel. It's high quality steel.
It's lasted you a long time.
It's lasted
Well,
me
being a serrated, you never have to sharpen it.
way longer than I ever thought it was. This thing is still ridiculously sharp, and I am a knife snob. I am not a guy that likes cold steel, but I continue to carry this, especially when I was going overseas. I would carry this everywhere. It's been all over Africa, all over the Middle East, everywhere else, because I wanted a knife that, you know, if it got taken or pulled out of my luggage, whatever else, or even seized. I've literally heard of people, you know, getting stopped in different places in Africa and like, hey, you can't have that, and, you know, take it out of your pocket, literally. Never happened, but I was always, you know, prepared to let this guy go. But I have carried this everywhere. It has just been a great knife. I'm going to end up replacing it with another one of these. I ordered another karambit that I thought was going to be its replacement, another brand that I thought looked cool and liked it. And I ended up giving it to my son. Wasn't quite as user friendly as this.
Well,
but
the cool thing about it is it came with a trainer too.
yeah, that one was
So-
cool. It was
which
kind
was
of
useful for him.
Another thing I really do like about that, and you don't find with money knives, is like on this pair of Carhartt pants I have on, I wear it in my little bit lower pocket. But if you wear it in your typical pocket, of course, the little loop hangs out. But what also is pretty neat about
Move
it
your
is,
cup, Chris.
oh, sorry. What's also pretty neat, so you got this big loop, let me put it in front of my shirt. So you have that, plus you have, I don't think it's got a raised spot on the
basically
blade.
like the wave action. Let's move some of this junk out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, this is
It's not junk. It's fantastic equipment.
Thank you, Jason.
so, I don't know if it'll focus, but
I brought it to show it and tell us
there's
it
a
was
really
junk.
wide spot on there.
We can see it.
So when you rip it out of your pocket, as Gary's going to demonstrate, rip it out quick, it's open and ready to rock. Which is,
Oh, that is pretty slick.
as long as you know it's coming, you're golden. But if you want to just pull it out and use it for normal use, you can just reach your hand in there and pull it out, and it's not going to do anything. But coming out in a tactical situation,
Yeah.
it's ready to rock. You don't wait. Oh, hold on, wait.
No, it's
Okay.
it's quick to play.
All right, I'm ready.
Which
come
is why I
on, come
like
on.
Speaking
No,
of
I
which,
really
we need
like
to get
that.
some out the front.
Those are really nice.
Oh, so folks, we
Yeah.
just got a dealership with Microtech. So if you guys are Microtech nerds, which I am,
Dems is nice.
you don't get one.
Oh, come
You're
on.
not, you're not allowed to have one.
Jason, I'll slip you one on the side.
That's
I'm getting on their website right now.
Dems. You go. Dems is also
Yeah.
expensive.
Oh wait, is that? Wait, Jay, do I have one of those already?
No, you do not.
Okay.
You have
You have an
you have
OTF.
the Folklotech.
you have the Macrotech that you
Not
get.
the Microtech.
No,
the Mac.
No,
You got the
ain't got no
Macrotech
Microtech.
that you got at the you got it like the sheets.
Believe me, that is not one I would have been like, here, Chris, you can have this.
Dude, I carried that forever until I got this other one. letter
What
opener.
else we got going on
You
here?
talking about that one you always pulled out at the shop when you
Yeah,
were up there
my
working?
auto carrier or the auto deploy one.
Oh,
It's-
so-
it's
Yeah.
definitely is the
So
Macrotech. to this
Jeff brings up
Microtech.
a good point on here with the Crocs. All right, so I again, I don't like flip flops. I don't really like Crocs to begin with. Well, I will say this.
Where's the
and
Crocs at?
Up a little
Crocs.
bit.
I was gonna
Jason.
say, I'm trying to find them.
Jason, as
Scroll
soon as you're
past
looking
it.
at something, he's gonna
Other way,
flip it up
Jason.
somewhere.
There you go.
Anyways,
Okay.
so in 2011, I was in Afghanistan and I had flip flops, but on our fire base, we had
it
that
was
like
so
real thick gravel. It was like
Yeah. The 57s. They were 57s.
No,
whatever.
well, nobody knows what that is, Jason.
Yeah, they do.
Anyways,
Right back our
including me.
road.
It is big pieces like everywhere, and like I went through like 3 sets of shower shoes because that's the only thing I wore my flip flops because I had to walk across the stuff to get to the shower and then go back to my hooch. So, anyways, I went over to the German. Where were we at? There was a German base nearby, so we went over there, and I bought the first pair of Crocs I ever owned, and I still got them upstairs, by the way. And man, I was like, these are the perfect shower shoes. They were thick, so the gravel didn't poke up through my soul like they did with it. So again, Crocs have some utility.
The rocks
Well, I
at
remember
Mez
you
were
calling
like
me,
a
you're
foot
like-
deep.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot you were at Mez too.
Yeah.
I remember Gary calling me from Afghanistan, and he's like, "Hey, I bought some Crocs at the PX." I'm like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Yeah, these things are freaking awesome." I was like, well, "Good for you, babe."
You know
Good
what's
for
funny at Mez is that our team set up all of the commando huts there and everything. And Gary, you must have rotated not the next not who relieved us, because seventh group, I believe, relieved us, right?
I think it was at least 2 rotations after that.
Yeah, and Gary comes back when we figured out we were at the same place. And I was like, "Oh yeah, blah blah. Hey, we set those up." He was like, "When were you there?" I was like, 2010. He goes, "I thought those huts were there for like 30 years."
I tore most of those down. They were in such disrepair, and then we rebuilt a bunch of them and put like plumbing and all that stuff inside them.
They were brand new a year earlier.
Jason must have made them.
Yeah,
They were terrible.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, McSpook, just to let you know, Jay has Crocs on tonight, but he's got the fuzzy Crocs on, as we like to call them.
Oh,
It's
you
true.
have the Shirling line Crocs?
I do.
I have a pair too. They've already came out for the wintertime. They're nice.
Jason's sponsor saying they work with the Garmin 901 too.
Is he
I'm
talking about
assuming he's
this?
talking about this. Yes, they do. You know what I have over there too is the
The 901 is the tactical watch thing,
yes.
right?
Well, the
It's not a
901
watch, but it's a
GPS.
yeah.
What I have over there too is the Kestrel heads-up display, which I haven't pulled that out, and I want to see if those work with that too. That'll be interesting to test out. I think they're supposed to. I just haven't done it. What other some great stuff here?
Scroll down a
Scroll
little
down
bit.
where it says Smash. Gary, have you checked out the new rifle case?
Yeah,
and
we've
things from
seen
Magpul?
that.
Yes, I have. So
Oh,
Like
Lego
little
part.
building blocks to build the
Oh, interesting.
foam. It's
it's not. So I'll tell you the deal with that. If you guys wait till you see one of those things in person, those things are like not quite solid, but I thought they were going to be like really cushy blocks. They're not. They're very hard pieces of plastic.
Like styrofoam?
no, they're like
they the first time I saw it, I was like, what the?
I don't even know how to like almost
Like 3D
almost-
printed?
No, they have
Oh.
these round things that they clip into different pieces of it. They're all modular, but it's almost as hard as the magazines themselves.
Oh.
Like they're hard. It's hard plastic. I thought it was cool too until I saw it in person. So take that for what it's worth. You can go check it out and see what you guys think about that. Cool does make some nice gear.
Yeah, I like cool.
They're a little pricey, but
Yeah, a little pricey.
They last a long time though.
yeah, it's called the grid
Yeah,
stuff.
and
Grid stuff.
I was even thinking about buying a case just to doing a review after I saw that. I was like, I don't think people know what these things are.
GSG9.
GSG9 is pretty
Yep.
sweet.
And
I tried
they're-
a one wheel and almost killed myself.
Oh,
First of all,
I tried one out once.
you need a one wheel for each of your legs, you freaking jolly green giant son of a gun. Army guys fast rope? I thought they were just falling off in order.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, we fast rope. Some of us do.
I slow rope.
Dear God. Jeff, I second your comment about cools. Not cheap, but fantastic.
Yeah.
Winkler fixed blades and zero tolerance folders. Both of those are great. Great stuff. Let's see. I have the BCM Regiment blade and love it. Yep. Cranberry always feels huge for such a small blade. Depends on what you get.
These feel perfect by him.
Yep. Get them on the website. Pick one up. Do you sell them on your site? I'm not sure. I guess we're talking about the knife. I don't sell those on our site. Keep going down.
Coming down.
Can you get rid of that new comments thing that's up
Well,
Well,
I
if it
click
scrolls
on
all the way down.
I'm going to scroll all the way
Gotcha.
down.
there? Gotcha. Talk about a knife snob. Benchmade all the way. You know, the problem with
does make
Benchmade,
some nice stuff.
you know, they used to.
Okay, I'll just screw my Benchmade.
Yeah,
then.
your Benchmade sucks. No, I don't know which one you have. Benchmade definitely going back to mid 2000s, 2005, 2006, they used to make some really nice knives. Their quality. Last time I saw some Benchmades, I was surprised. I think compared to what is out on the market, they're still pretty good. But I will say, compared to their original quality, what Benchmade was known for, there's a real big disparity there, the way it used to be.
Since we're talking about knives right now, honestly, Benchmade, you make a lot of good quality knives, also a little bit expensive. But I recently have purchased some Gerbers, like cheap ones. I'm talking like $30 little blades, and it's kind of what I keep in my pocket all the time. And I've gotten them for Christmas present for people. Those things are pretty good.
Yeah.
Gerber makes a nice little like flippable blade, right? That just is. Chris, actually, I got you guys one for Christmas a couple times. That what you call it? Remember that Gerber knife I got everybody?
You've gotten us two, I believe.
I did. I got one for the keychain, and
You got the J size one.
Yeah.
That was like, I don't know,
His
like
little-
inch and a half by inch and a half.
his little keychain one.
That one, and then you also got us that other Gerber that I wear if I'm going on a nice evening out. That's got like the really nice like stained wood section on it.
yeah.
This your date Gerber? Yeah,
It's my date Gerber.
Just dress
got-
Gerber.
Jason got you one of the wood Gerber.
Oh,
knives,
the little
too.
flat
yeah.
one.
Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
like the
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah.
3/4 inch piece of nice stained wood on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
And
I
it's got
carry
the-
that thing
it's-
everywhere.
It's
It's
in your
got the
tr-
really
it
nice.
stays in your truck
It's got the
console.
nice flat blade on it.
Yeah.
It's a classy knife.
And
Classy
you
Gerber.
know what? For I wouldn't call it an everyday carry, as in like self defense, but
Yeah, but
like,
for a
an
utilitarian
everyday
knife?
utility knife,
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
it works great for me.
Clean my fingernails and
Yeah.
open a box.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's talk about tools. What are some tools that you guys? You can scroll down and see if we're missing some comments there. But
I'm sure
I do
we
want
are.
to talk about some tools. Crocs
Tools.
have 4x4
Depends on what
mode.
we're talking
yes,
about.
they do.
For four-wheel drive mode, I call that assault mode.
Yep. Keep going. We've already seen
Keep
this one.
going.
Who are
yeah.
you assaulting?
The world.
In your camo Crocs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep
so,
going.
So Jeff brings this up. The Benchmades from the late 90s, early 2000s, those were a completely different knife than what they're selling today.
Did they sell out to someone, or like why did
I
they
don't know.
change so
I don't know.
much?
I don't know.
You know, the bigger a company gets, I'm sure like the quality drops because they have to cut costs to get more production.
Well, Jeff says Benchmade used to be really good. Now you have to get like their gold line or something to get the good steels. So maybe they
Oh.
separated it into different
interesting.
lines.
That's
which is what
interesting, yeah.
Spartan Blades did. They came out with different lines of,
Yeah.
knives.
Those are nice knives.
They have like a gold line, silver line, and then
Yeah.
Well, you all carry Spartans, don't you?
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Those are nice knives.
yep.
Keep going down.
Honey badger.
A knife isn't a self-defense tool. That's why God and J&B made pistols. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What is 23-0?
I don't know what 23-0 is.
Stand by.
He
I know
misspelled
what
zero.
23 and me is.
23 Xerox. He was talking about his favorite printer.
Ah.
No, I'm just checking. I don't know. 23
Rooftop-
zero
tent.
rooftop tent.
tents.
Check
that
that
for
out.
For like
a-
the Jeep or the truck.
You know what? Along with tents that
Hold
I
on,
really
I'm looking
like
it up, Jeff.
are the Hennessy tents. The basically like the Hennessy hammocks. I love those things.
Yeah, those
were-
hammocks were nice.
I have a couple of them over there.
Oh, good. I'm going to borrow one.
You're not borrowing nothing. That won't
it.
hold you.
It's the trees that won't hold me. The hammock will.
Keep scrolling down.
We are at
Scroll down
the
to-
bottom.
We're at the bottom.
Okay, good. What's your guys' favorite tools?
Oh, it's rooftop tent, so it looks like a
Oh,
typical
truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, my problem with those rooftop tents is they say that you can't drive over like 70, 75, which I live in like the 90-ish area. Right?
Yes, you do.
yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
you do.
Yeah, I
Jay,
mean,
they're hard shell, so it closes like a clam, and you buckle
yeah, but
it.
it sits on the roof. So they say like if you keep that on the roof, like they say, hey, you shouldn't drive above like 70, 75 miles an hour for most of those things.
It's probably pretty good advice for you, Jason.
I mean, it's not wrong.
He's probably talking about they do make soft shell ones.
He's probably talking about the soft shell caps.
Yeah.
Oh my! Wait,
This
okay.
this is a tent, so it looks like a Thule on top, but it's tent size.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, you can go like 120 with a Thule on top and not do anything, Jay.
Okay. Absolutely not true, Jason. Oh, okay,
Right.
perfect.
Thank you, Jeff.
That's true.
Jeff just came right out. Absolutely not true.
Come
All
on
right,
now.
perfect.
You know, it's fun when Jay says something accurate. It really is. like, oh, that was. Sometimes he pulls some stuff out that like nobody else will know in the room, and like Jay just has this weird epiphany, like,
Oh, by the way,
that is actually true.
you didn't say that wasn't his voice at all.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Jason said he got his MOA sucks patches and stickers today.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
TBI take. Yes, I need a step stool.
You're too short to get in. You need an 8-foot ladder to get up there.
And Brianna gave him a little
Brianna gets up
boost.
there. No,
So give him a little boost.
I need a ladder for the ladder.
Brianna gets pissed off, goes to bed, and pulls the ladder up. You got Jay.
Pulls the rope ladder
Oh,
out.
dang it.
Hey, come on, guys. I'm just trying to go to bed.
I'm sorry, babe.
Listen, as long as she can reach the top shelves in our kitchen, I'm okay.
I don't even know why you say that. You don't even know where stuff's at in your kitchen.
I don't. I don't. I equate that to
Lived there for
concussions,
26
though.
years, and you still don't know where they're at.
Yeah.
Smash 1775 says he's a rigid tool guy for
Rigid.
life, 18 volt.
Oh, yeah.
That was not a brand that I was expecting to see, to be
No,
honest with
I
you.
say I got a really nice rigid 12-inch miter box that I love, but I have never ventured into their. I'm a DeWalt guy. I know y'all could hate me. I'd really like to go to Milwaukee, but I'm not made of money
I'll
in
tell
the
ya.
cordless market.
You know, we've had a
My
DeWalt
DeWalt
set.
miter saw up there, radial miter saw up there is freaking amazing. I've had that thing for several years. It's been amazing.
I got a bunch
We've
of
had a DeWalt
cordless
tool
stuff.
set. Yeah,
so that's
that
what I-
has lasted us forever.
Uncle Sugar gave me a DeWalt
Uncle
tool
Sugar.
set on one deployment, and that was in 2008 or 9, and that thing is still running.
I had to buy a couple of new batteries
Yeah,
because
the
nothing
batteries
wrong with
died.
that.
they ran out of cycles.
I will say, so for when I was doing work for Department of State Traveling, I bought a Makita, one of their ultra compact 18-volt drills. That thing is a beast. That I would use that for 30 days straight. A lot of times where I was going, sometimes I didn't have electricity or I wouldn't be able to charge. I would use that thing almost all day. I've never seen a small compact drill so powerful, and the batteries on that thing last us forever. And I love the control, the trigger control, because a lot of times it'd be, putting fasteners in vehicles on plastic and things like that. So you got to be real careful with it. And you could get that thing down to, a couple revs a second there, just like barely even going in. I love that thing.
And the best part is now that you have that, you leave the DeWalt. You don't really use the DeWalt, and that's mine now.
That's hers. She's walking around with this giant DeWalt. Arrgh.
Will, I'm gonna.
Gets the job done.
You talking about the Bauer tools? I got one of my really good friends. He swears by them. Lonnie lives over here in the valley by us, and he does not have a liquor problem either. He even has the Bauer cordless chainsaw, and I've seen it chew through some stuff that it never should have done. So, I mean, for the Joe Schmo that's not, needing his. If you're not
You don't
making
need
a living,
contractor grade
if you're not
stuff.
making a living with it, the Bauer stuff is really nice. It's
Yeah.
the mid grade for Harbor Freight. It's,
Yep.
it's the red stuff for people who doesn't know. They have Hercules Bauer, and I forget the teal
Yeah, the
colored
top one is what's that top one? in
forget the teal
hand tools
colored.
that you were buying.
I use Greenworks.
Icon.
Yeah,
but
Icon.
That's the hand tools.
That's the hand tools,
That's the
but,
mechanics. Stuff.
the Hercules is the top tier.
Oh, okay. So I don't know the bottom one.
Yeah.
Okay. But the
It's
Bauer,
Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is the bottom.
Pittsburgh's the bottom. Okay.
I thought that was hand tools.
They do make hand tools,
Yeah,
but
they
they
do.
they have drills and stuff that are Pittsburgh.
Gotcha.
But yeah, for Harbor Freight, for the hobby guy, you can't beat it.
And they have a cool
really
exchange
can't.
program where like you can
Yep.
use a tool for like a year and then exchange it.
And then exchange it for a brand new one.
upgrade.
Yeah, especially any electronics. You just buy it buy the extended warranty for like $2 or $3, and then you put a little note in your phone that says, "Break this in a year."
Oh, so Jeff's asking about the wall behind us. So that is
That's your boy.
that is our boy. So I got a couple different. I don't know if I ever did the video on the gun walls. Did I?
No.
No, I never did.
I think you just
need
did it
to.
on
I
the
think you
safes.
mentioned it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've talked about them.
Yeah. So
but like
Secure
not
It.
a specific video.
Again, you can go on our website. You guys can check that out. Secure It makes these gun walls. They have all these different accessories. They're the same gun walls we have up at our shop as well. Awesome stuff.
I love all the little bins that hang on it.
They have.
shelves.
They come out with new accessories
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
time. Everything's modular. What's cool is the same modular wall and whatever you want to call this. That actually is inside the safes too. So anything that'll work out on the wall will work in the safe and vice versa. So
Yep.
that's what's cool about those.
And whoever asks, it's panelized. And you can buy
Yeah.
different size panels to You know what I mean? For the height and the width and
Yep.
stuff like that. It's
Yep.
all.
I think
So,
these
like-
ones are like 42 by 18. So you stack them up, but then they do make smaller ones.
Mhm.
I got a stack of them over there. So yeah, that is actually something I actually do really love. That was a good point.
We had a question here. Is long range courses coming up?
Yes.
We're working on 2024 calendar right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll have the 2020. There's not going to be any more long range courses till probably March or April or May. Nobody wants to shoot long range when it's snowing, and we've done that before. We've had courses going all the way up into
it sucks.
to November,
Nobody
where
runs.
it is snowing and everything else. Jeff on send me some cool pictures. I'm looking at this. I wish we could have it to where people could post pictures. That might get out of control.
I don't think
Definitely.
that is a
That
good
might
idea.
Because I would
That
have
is
access.
a horrible idea.
I would have access too. I would post pictures of Gary modeling stuff, but you
So-
see off camera.
So October, basically
Maybe I
October's
need
going
to
to be
see
the
those
end,
pictures.
and then we're going to start back up it again in April or May.
Oh, Smash is so sweet.
Yeah.
He says,
What
what,
does
what
summer
does
want?
summer want?
Gary
for
doesn't
Christmas?
know.
No, what
Once for
dose?
Christmas.
What dose? It's what dose?
I
Summer.
don't.
What dose?
I
What does
don't-
So maybe you want to up your
Christmas.
dose on your medication or something is maybe what he's asking. What
I know
dose?
she wants a Lululemon crossbody.
I already have
She already has
4.
one.
Oh,
You have 4 of them?
What
yeah.
do you get
Whatever,
the woman
every
that
color?
has everything? That's the question. Oh, I know something.
I don't have
I
everything.
know something that
What are you missing?
you really do enjoy.
What's
that
that?
Oh, you know what
that
she
we
needs,
recently
Gary?
got you.
Gary. She needs a new Can-Am Limited.
She does need a new
Defender.
Can-Am
I-
Limited
Listen,
Defender.
I do
Defender
not need
Limited.
another thing that Gary wants for my present.
Somewhere you could drive it to work. It's got heat. It's got AC.
I've heard
it's got
this
a
story
windshield
before.
wiper.
So speaking of which, you like your new car, right?
I do. I got a new Chevy Tahoe
oh yeah. That
Wait,
thing
keep
is
going. Don't
nice.
stop at Chevy Tahoe.
Z71.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we
It's
go.
got the full towing package, for all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, whatever.
I'll
whatever
tell
it's
you
called.
what. Those have really increased. Like
Red accents tinted
I
up,
mean-
already
Yeah.
ceramic coated. It's pimp.
I always
Yeah, we
kind of
got it
like the
ceramic
Tahoe,
coated.
but they're nice.
It's-
And
Yep.
the little tow hooks, what are those called in the front?
Yep, you're right.
They're
Little
tow
tow
hooks.
hooks in the front. They're red. The car's white. Has a couple of chrome
and folks,
accents.
The
If folks-
Z71's in red and black
The
accents.
Z71
Yep.
is
To
in
be
red.
clear,
So it's kind
you
of
know,
Paramount colors too.
they are.
Yeah,
They
it's-
are
it's-
Paramount
looks
colors.
much better than Gary's truck.
It does.
Oh, yeah, well,
first
that's
of all,
a
my truck
Ford.
is
Yeah,
a
no
Ford.
doubt.
But with that being said,
Oh,
we
lemon Ford.
we keep our vehicles for a really
I
long
do.
time.
That's true.
And-
Summer especially.
I
Yeah.
still can't
Summer
believe your Durango had
especially.
over 200 on it.
My Durango had over 200,000
Yeah,
miles on
You
it.
would
It
have
was
never known
It was 10 years old.
mean, babe-
and
Never known it.
when the adjuster came out to look at it after I wrecked it, he said, "This looks like it could be on a dealer showroom."
Mm-hmm.
And
except for it was all smashed up.
except it was all smashed up. But I take really good care of my vehicles. I
that thing's
detail
clean.
them. Like I detail them. I have a whole wash process now that Gary has showed me.
You know, it'd be
That's
easier
right.
to
You
keep
know,
your cars
that's the
clean
thing.
as if you paved your driveway.
That is the thing
Right?
about.
That's only like
I
$400 or
just, I
$500
just
bucks.
keep blessing
I
her
know.
with knowledge.
Very short.
I'm just
And-
forced into greatness, Gary. Forced into greatness.
I am
Forced, just shoving it down your
It's,
throat.
it's been 17 years, but you
17.
are almost there.
We've been together over
You've made a lot
18.
of progress, babe.
We've been together almost 19 years.
Well, there we go.
It's almost as long as I've been alive.
Man, what's 2005, right?
I was still in high school.
2005.
Well, let me
Yep.
tell you something, Smash 1775. I'll adopt you, but let me tell you something. We'll get you a new truck, but you will earn that
you will
truck.
listen. I earn.
She does earn that
I
truck.
earned that Tahoe.
She's gonna be
Gary
earning that
ain't
truck
paying
tonight, as a
for
matter
it.
of fact.
Gary ain't paying for it.
I don't need no man.
You know, it's funny, but you know, like growing
I
up,
thought it
like
was.
I always thought Tahoe was like a rich person's vehicle, right? And
It's bougie.
I'm not trying to sound pretentious. I never thought I would own a
Summer,
Tahoe.
it's still bougie.
And if it was up to me, I probably wouldn't own a Tahoe. Gary kind of forced me to buy it because I'm too cheap. But
Yeah. She's like, oh, we need to get something like 5, 6 years old. I'm like, oh my God. First of all, we're looking at these
Listen.
vehicles. Here's
I'm
what
very
I don't
reasonable,
know.
okay?
Thanks a lot.
First
Gary.
of all, reasonably wrong.
Rethink my life choices now.
Reasonably
The
wrong.
problem with the used vehicle market, we looked at a similar Tahoe
We
that
did.
was over a year old, had 25,000 miles on it.
And we got
they
my Tahoe cheaper.
They wanted more for that used vehicle with less options than we got the
Yeah.
new one with the nicer options.
Yeah.
The used vehicle market is retarded.
Anyway, so funny story about what I forgot where I was going with this.
What, Jay?
Nothing.
So I always go to the post office to drop off packages. I forgot to tell you about this. So I pull up at the little post office out at Summit Point, really small post office. The guy in there talks to me every time I go in there, and I pull up outside right in front of the front door. There's nobody there. And he sticks his head out. Apparently, he had just mopped the floor, so he didn't want me to walk in with
First
my
of all,
packages.
she was blasting her rap music again.
Oh, you know it was.
It was bumping.
So I pull
Slim
up,
Thug.
and he's like, "I'll take your packages." And he's like, "Wow, you must be rich." And I'm like, "No, I just work my ass off 24/7 to pay for that thing." He's like, "Oh, okay." I was like,
He's like, oh, okay.
After that, she said, I don't need no man.
He's like, I'm getting ready to go on 47 months of paternity
Right?
leave. I work for the government.
"Yeah."
I
I
don't
was
have
like,
nothing that's within 5 years of new. So
Yeah, used vehicle prices are just stupid. That
don't, Jay.
is actually what we call around the house, Jeff, Pink Thug Summer.
Thug summer.
That's
I
actually,
tell you what, you
that's
need to laser
that
it right on her
needs
cup.
to be engraved
Listen.
in
Yeah,
the cup
on her
right
cup.
there.
Right on her
Pink
cup.
Thug
we
Summer.
got these two up in the cup holder in the front of that pretty white
I'm
Tahoe,
sure they are.
and it
That-
looks real nice up there. Okay.
We need to.
I'll tell you
engrave
what.
Pink Thug
Wait,
Summer.
with,
If you
with
get
this,
if you get in that car with your own drink, don't expect there to be a freaking
A hole for it.
hole for it.
No,
Yeah,
'cause we
We'll
got-
hold it.
listen, we got the Yeti water bottle that has to go every day.
but
We got the Yeti cup for when I do like ice and tea. And then we got the Starbucks cup. In case I go to Starbucks, the iced coffee has to go in that. Plus, you get a 10-cent discount if you take your own cup.
Shut up, Matt.
Exactly. TBI.
I don't have any vehicles that are,
I
that
don't
are
know
more
what
earlier
you call
than
that thing.
it's a UTV.
It's a vehicle.
It's not a vehicle.
It's right here.
It's a road legal.
No, I don't have anything newer than 5 years. My
Yeah.
newest one is an 18.
Was that the truck or the
Nah,
Chevy?
that's the little car.
you got your 87 RX-7.
Gary, I punch you in the mouth right now for that one.
What?
It is a Toyota Supra.
That's right.
I was about to
Supra.
say, it's something else.
That's right.
Well, it's there.
But yeah, I will. Since we're talking about gear, I love my Can-Am. I did a bunch of research when I was buying mine, looking for the best closed cab with heat and AC side by side in I guess you would call it a 3-seater. And I cannot find anything that surpasses the Can-Am. There's something that comes close now. Polaris just came out with that weird looking, it looks like a Honda Element essentially, but in a side by side. I thought of it. I thought it looked pretty cool. I went up and looked at it at the dealership up here in Berkeley Springs. I wasn't impressed in person. The seats weren't as comfortable. It was a little bit chintzy inside. It reminded me like the mid 90s F bodies, like Camaro Firebirds. Trans Ams are kind of plasticky inside, like really plasticky and like light, thin plastic. I wasn't too impressed with them, so I'm happy with 2023 Can-Am Defender Limited.
Man, that it is a seriously nice side by side. It is.
It's
Which
like-
one do you have, Jason?
I got the Honda 700.
he has a
Gotcha.
Honda Pioneer,
Pioneer
700
700,
three-seater.
Yeah, I was gonna go with the 1000, right? But again,
Price wise and stuff for what
price
you were gonna do with
I was like, you're jumping up like $6,000 or something like
Wow.
that for the 1000.
just
Wow.
for 300 cc's.
Yeah, for nothing. And I was just like, all right, cool. Right. So I got the 700, right? It does everything. It's fantastic. Right now, it's not Pip Daddy over there where I got heat and AC in there, right? I got a windshield, right? But it does what I
Yeah.
need to do. But then the problem is then you sit in Chris's one day and you take that. And
I'll let you take
Then
it
all
that
of a
day on
sudden-
purpose.
All of a sudden, yours loses its shine, huh?
Well,
Man.
it's got memory foam, leather bolstered seats in it. I mean, it's
No.
It's like going from like a gremlin from the 1980s, right, to like a Range Rover 2023. Like what?
Jay, you bought yours for what you're going to use it for, and that's exactly what it is. I bought mine for what I was going to use it for. I ran errands today to Hedgesville and Martinsburg in mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I looked at Rob and I said,
Here in West Virginia,
Yes.
like for $10, you can get your side-by-side road legal and
"Yeah, I had to
drive
put
them around.
I put turn signals on it and mirrors, and I paid my $30 for the year and got a tag."
I will say that after I saw his Can-Am, I was like, oh, because I always, again, we got a Polaris 850 four-wheeler. Love that thing. The thing's been a beast. Got it cheap, been running it hard ever since. We got that, 5-6 years ago?
We got it in 2016.
And I think it was like a 2014, something like that. I bought that used, got it cheap. Anyways,
That thing was like
I
new.
was like, oh, I'm gonna get a Polaris side by side, and Chris was like, oh, you got to check out the Can-Am. So I started doing the research. Oh, folks, there's a huge difference in there. I mean, look, at the end of the day, all these side by sides and ATVs and stuff are like, they have so much more power. I remember being a kid and a 350, a four-wheeler 350.
Yeah, a
Like
Honda 400 was
a Honda
like top of the
350 was
line.
like
Screaming.
huge.
Yeah, it
Like,
was-
oh my God, how do they put that motor in that thing?
Yep.
Now at 850, I'm like, oh, why can't we get 1,000 cc in
right.
this thing?
Somebody up there said a Polaris transmissions are garbage.
That's
That's what I've read too. I mean, there's CVTs, and that's the one thing
Yeah.
I wanted to stay away from. No offense, Jay, but the new Hondas are actually have a true transmission in them, paddle shifted or automatic. I don't know. It just scared me at first. Jay liked it for lack of no maintenance.
Yeah, there's no maintenance.
The Honda, all your Honda bushings are sealed, all in your
Everything's
transmission,
sealed.
in your transmission sealed. So you never has to grease anything. You never has to do anything with transmission. But if the transmission something were to happen, it's going to be expensive.
No, I'll just get a new one.
Let's see. Talk about money, but so if something would go wrong with my Can-Am transmission, I'll put a new belt on it because that'd be the
It's-
first thing to go.
It's like the time you bought that Jeep and you're like, I was
Oh
like,
my
Jason.
God, that white Jeep.
No, wait.
That
I
white
was like,
Jeep.
Jason, your Durango was like almost like new. What were you thinking getting, trading that in? You're like, well, it needed new tires, so I figured it was time to get rid of it. I was like, Jesus.
How much you put like 70,000 into that white Jeep, didn't you?
It wasn't white. It was black.
yeah.
Oh, it's black. Okay.
Yeah.
The Smash
I probably had about 60,
1775.
65 into it.
He brings up a good point, and I've sat in both, and there's a huge difference between the leg room in the Polarises versus the Can-Ams too. Can-Ams definitely have a lot more creature comforts. They have a lot more overall amenities, and yeah, they're pretty sweet.
Daryl says, when I grow up, I want to be Chris Rich.
Right? We all do.
Daryl, I made sacrifices. I sold
been
all
on-
of my toys to get one toy.
He's
So,
been on paternity
Yeah,
leave for
just-
6 years.
so you know.
Yeah, Chris actually used to have 3 kids, and now he only has 2.
So yeah.
Daryl, I had a DRZ 400 on-off bike I sold. I had a 2001 Mule 620, whatever that one is. It was a tank that I sold, and I had a Brute Force 750 that I sold. Put all that as a down payment. So suck it.
Yeah. And, he works for the government.
And I'm
so-
still making payments, Daryl.
and he works for the government. So Remington, who his son is now 9, he was just coming off paternity leave for that. So he went ahead and had another.
Like, I ain't going back.
He's having another
I ain't
kid.
going back.
So now he's got another 9 years of paternity leave.
I mean,
So, and I think by then you'll hit retirement, right?
yeah, I'm hoping for it. So you all keep paying your taxes. I appreciate you.
Daryl says, I got a Huffy from 1990.
You know what, Daryl? You might want to list that on eBay if it's still in good shape.
Right?
I just found an old jacket that we're cleaning out the basement, and stuff from
The 90s?
The 90s
Yeah.
is through
Yep.
the roof.
Yeah.
Like those old starter windbreakers and stuff, that kind of thing.
Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
I pulled.
No, I'm not kidding
I
you.
found my old Carolina Panthers one.
Yeah.
And then I found I bought back in the day a Coors Light jacket for whoever was a driver was when it was the Nextel series. We got them on clearance for $25 or $30. Me and my buddy both bought them. On eBay, they were $150 right now.
What?
And it's just been sitting in a tote downstairs.
For you can get that and a Yeti cup for $200.
I'm going after that pink one.
You get a pink one. Yep.
But yeah, I mean,
Jay, what's some of the gear that you love?
Oh, we're back to me.
Yeah, man.
All right.
CPAP
I'm gonna
machine.
yeah, right. I'm gonna throw out a
I just thought
a
something I love.
bourbon that I found here recently.
Ooh, which one?
Well, this is gear, not
It is.
booze.
Well, it's
Well,
not a
I
li-
mean,
it gets you through life.
Send it.
Yeah,
Send it.
it really helps you out, right?
I hear you.
Right. So, I was recently down at the liquor store and I tried out this bottle that
weird.
was recommended. Yeah, that's odd, right? And
They know his name.
found
recipe,
a bottle
everybody.
called Old Soul. Old
Go out the back
Soul
porch,
High
babe.
Ride. Yeah, go out the back porch. Yeah. Right. Old Soul High Rye. And I'll tell you what, folks, one of my favorite bourbons that I have found. I've never heard of it, never seen it. Now I believe it's a Mississippi bourbon.
You're
It's
leaving us
possible.
on the.
I'm not sure.
I'm a little upset with you there.
But
Gary.
I have the bottle. Hold on.
I'm a little upset with you, Gary. You didn't offer me a Zimbabwe at all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You know what?
Nope, keep it in your pocket.
Chris,
It's empty,
Throw
but
it
I'll
out
get
there.
you more.
Oh, it's empty.
It's not empty.
I got a
Jay,
whole.
we were having a
I'm
side
sorry.
conversation.
Oh,
We were having a lover's quarrel over here. I just thought of something that I absolutely love. Is one of the best purchases I've ever made in my life, and that is my Still 462 chainsaw.
oh yeah, that's a bad. That's,
I don't
that's,
need nothing that big.
Yeah.
You don't think you do?
I've seen your chainsaw.
That
I don't
thing
want to hold it.
is a lovely beast. What'd you do, Jay? You hit a button.
Oh my camera one doesn't work anymore.
You almost killed us.
So
Oh, it doesn't, does it?
no.
Yeah, it was low on battery. That's all right. The booze.
He wants to show his old soul.
Yep. So I love my Still chainsaw, and I can't wait to. Right about this time when I start pulling that thing out and just mowing down trees I hate, and that's gonna happen.
So
Very soon.
are you stuck on steel, or do you like anything else?
No, I like the Husqvarna too. I wouldn't mind getting one of the new Husqvarna. The eyes, the electronic. They
Hold
have
that bottle up for me, Summer.
They'll actually adjust the carb on the go.
Oh,
They're pretty.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, they're pretty. They get,
Well done.
Huskies are great.
Well, I
Husky-
say that reason I ask is because that was when my granddad died. All of us like grandkids got to like pick one thing from the house,
Yeah.
and I asked for his, forget what it was, 1990 Husky 55 Rancher,
No, nice.
and it runs like a raped 8. I mean, still to this day, I had him replace the fuel filter in it, and it still just runs like a top. It's not as big as yours, but
My backpack blower is a Husqvarna. I like it a lot.
Yep.
I really like the Husky.
Husqvarna
I
makes
have a
great
steel
stuff,
too.
too.
I have my mid-sized saw.
I wouldn't mind getting one of that. It's like the size down from what I have on the
Yours is a
Husqvarna.
It's
It's a beast.
Yeah, yeah.
It has a really long.
You got like a 6 foot.
got a
Bar.
huge, it's
Yeah,
got a,
bar.
like, yeah, it's
on
got a 60-inch bar on it.
And it can handle like a freaking another.
It's got
add
like
like another 2 feet to that bar. I
It's
mean,
got like
it's a
36-inch bar on it.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's stupid.
Yeah. Anyways,
I got a Husky. I got a
You don't
Husky.
even
love
have to
it.
push force on it. You just let it lay on it. Just,
dude, that thing. When I sharpen that chain for like the next 2 tanks of gas, it's like a freaking laser beam.
Oh, I
through-
guarantee
He'll call me over. He's like, babe, look at these wood shavings. Would you
Oh,
like this?
they're like this big.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're like that long.
Yeah,
Look like
that's
big
the best
flakes
shit.
out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
So during
Looks like
COVID, I got
cornflakes, baby.
during COVID, I got real into chainsaws, right?
Oh yes, he did.
And
Oh,
I
yeah.
learned to sharpen the blades, just the chains just right. Oh man, I forgot.
Problem
We need
is
you to
that,
take
that bar is so long. Summer's like, "What are you doing?" Sharpening my blade. Gary's like, "It's been 84 years."
Through all those teeth on that thing.
Yeah, jeez.
695 teeth.
We need to break that thing out and chop up that dead tree over there and
I
get
know
it
you've
split.
been telling me. For
I know. I'm gonna
for
keep
years.
telling you
And then
until
Jay,
it's done too.
I'm glad I talked Jay into a nice one too. He bought the 455 Rancher Husky.
Yeah.
And it's a beast too.
So
Yeah, that thing
I want to
will
get. They have the 455. There's one up from that, and it comes with that new electronic,
I've never, that's probably a California thing.
What?
That's why I
Which
don't know.
one? Which
No.
steel do you have?
the 462.
Gotcha.
It's a beast.
Old Colin bringing up his Pippin jersey.
Nothing can top my Pippin jersey. No doubt.
Let me see. There's a 460 Rancher.
What are we talking about here? What was?
We need to get Colin a chainsaw. I don't think he has one yet.
One of the new.
Colin needs to step up his chainsaw game. He's got a truck, needs chainsaw thrown to bed of that thing.
They basically auto
Just make
tune
sure you close
themselves,
the
but still has the ones that'll auto tune as well. But apparently they're not quite as good as the Huskies.
So adjust air fuel in it, like on the fly.
On the fly.
Wow.
you start it up, you like rev it a few times, and you turn it off. Like
So it has a computer, at least a little motherboard or something.
it definitely
in it.
has some electronics in there. But
Yeah.
like what's cool is like you can go from like sea level, take it up to the top of a freaking mountain.
Take it up Mount Everest and still
And
run.
it'll freaking auto tune.
Wow,
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
that is sweet. I haven't seen that yet. Yeah, Willie knows. I mean, the 55 Ranchers are the older one. 455s are the new ones. I mean, you can't beat them. They're champs.
I just thought of something else I love. I love our 3D MOA sucks patches.
You know what?
They're over there arguing about it.
I genuinely love
You know
that.
where mine's at?
And
It's right above my head in my side by side.
Jason.
And it glows at
Matter
night.
of fact, look at this.
Oh yeah, did you put it on that?
Here's
that's
the
just-
only MOA scope that I own. Right here. You see it's getting a lot of use at the moment.
Blow the dust
But
off.
we are gonna do some more content with that. I'm gonna show everybody in detail why MOA sucks for holes, for dialing, and the fact that you can do everything that
What sucks is that's
a
not a
mill
cheap
will
scope.
do everything that MOA can, but so much more. It's what would you see?
That's not a cheap scope to have sitting on the shelf either.
You
You
must
must
pay like
really
$350 for that.
You must really hate MOA.
I do. It sucks.
Jeff
It's
says,
terrible. It's
Jeff
antiquated.
says, I love my Wilson EDC X9.
Hey, the Wilson, any of the Wilson Combat and the EDC those are beautiful guns. I actually put that sticker on my safe. Good.
He says, I treat it as if you shoot MOA, you suck.
I see what you're saying. Do a little bit of word.
He's putting Sharpie words above the
Word
sticker.
I get it.
Word play.
Doing a little switcheroo in your mind parts. That's all right. We're gonna convert you one day, Jeff. You're gonna be like, you know what, Gary, you were right. Because I'll tell you, I was actually talking to somebody that's in F class. Apparently, a lot more guys, even in F class and bench press, are actually converting over to mill too. And they're going with like the 0.05 mil. I think it's just one of those things that is going to end up happening one way or the other. I think it's inevitable. It's a better system. It's easier to use. It's faster. It's quicker. Again, all joking aside, what the reality is if you don't need to use an optic with any efficiency, MOA works just fine. But if you're shooting multiple targets, multiple distances,
If
gonna
you
need a mill.
if you don't need to use an optic,
No, look.
with
All
any
joking aside, look.
efficiency.
It's true. It's true. So when you're shooting bench rest or F class, you're shooting at one target, at one distance, on a very manicured range, paved with wind flags all the way down the road. You've removed all reality from shooting whatsoever. So MOA works fine for that.
Oh my God. You guys are beating a dead horse over here.
I'm just giving Jeff a hard time. I know he's listening and cursing me out right now. It's fine.
Don't you mix that?
I won't. I just make sure it was empty.
You know what I just realized? I was thinking about my Starbucks cup collection.
Yeah.
I've broken 2.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't have a Georgia one, because that was one of the ones I broke. Can you believe that? I don't have a Georgia one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one I got in Florida.
Was that the one you threw at me?
No.
Oh.
The one I got in Florida it got broke too. And that was like my favorite. It was my first one and it was my favorite one because the inside was pink. So each of the cups has a different color on the inside.
Okay,
like
I'm on a
this
second J on Old Scout.
Jeff, MOA might have a slight advantage over Iron Sights, but just barely.
Gary's like back to the shooting stuff. Forget the coffee cups.
No, I appreciate your story, babe. It was a great story.
That's what you always say when you don't want to hear anymore. Oh, it's a great
love
story,
it.
babe. Great story.
No, it was. I appreciate you sharing
I'll have
it
to
with us.
I'll have to eBay it up for a Georgia one.
What else?
Georgia.
Any other contraptions, gear that you guys like? I like my little Appa Ultra Watch. Jason had a one up me and get to do Ultra Watch 2.
That's right. I like.
I do
Yeah,
like this.
Jace can go.
But I am going to say, before the Apple Watch, I had a Garmin for many years.
Me
And I
too.
hate the fact that I got to charge this thing every couple days.
Yep.
I am considering, at the end of the life of this thing, which has probably got another month or two, it's getting really old.
Jesus.
I mean, is it that, even
We
that
are
long?
a Garmin dealer. And I think there's a couple of those watches I've been looking at again. And I will say, for like fitness activities, there's some things that I definitely like better about
I definitely
the
like Garmin better for workouts and fitness
Yeah,
stuff
it
and all that.
has some other things, which I was hoping like this watch would have. And you can add different, apps and stuff
You
to
know
it.
that watch saved your life too.
What's that?
That watch did save your life too.
This one did?
Yeah.
How did it save my life?
When you're an AFib.
Oh, well, yeah.
You
had
might want to
I had
frame,
a little AFib
might want to
problem.
frame
Well,
that.
yeah.
You talked about it on the show, but I was
What
like,
I do
you
love
still might
about
want to
this,
frame that one.
I do love
No, we'll
about
be
this.
selling it.
So what?
You're gonna
If you
need
stop
to.
using it, we're going to sell it.
Summer wants me to get something that would never.
No, you
bother
know
my
what,
heart.
Summer? You have him sign it, then sell it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that'll.
We'll put him in, have a Gary signature laser engraved on it.
There,
Noah
That's
has
kinda cool.
No one's ever asked for my autograph, but Noah's gotten many
Requests
for his autographs.
Yeah,
You know.
one of the long range courses, it was pretty cool. A couple of the guys were like having him sign their hats.
I think it was John.
Yeah, John and Jason and John's buddy. Gosh, his name's escaping me right now. Gilligan is what everybody calls him, but
Yep, Gilligan.
his real name escapes me.
I think he prefers Gilligan.
And somebody had him sign their rifle. It was Gilligan that had him sign his rifle case.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
He loved that.
He did.
He loved that.
He thought that was the coolest thing ever. Yep.
No, I'm with Spook on that.
What?
He doesn't like all the digital fancy watches. I really like my Citizens Eco gear that my wife got me a long time
Oh,
ago.
Nice.
I'm gonna own some.
All of my
I used to be
all my
really
jewelry's
into
tungsten.
watches, but I was couldn't afford the real
It
nice
helps
ones.
to motivate me, especially with the Garmin for some reason, like seeing my fitness data and all that.
It does.
It
It's
helps
nice.
to motivate me to work out more and be more active. And
Yeah, that's why I just like looking
yeah.
at this. It tells me the date and the time, and I go, man, cool.
I don't remember the last time I went to the gym, but that's cool.
I went, you know what? It's 1 o'clock on a Monday. Time to start drinking because I'm off for the
Yep.
next 8 months.
Yeah.
Yep. What else is going on out there?
I think that's about it.
I think that's about it.
Yep.
I think that's about it.
G-Shocks
Husbands,
are
go
good
buy
too,
your
John.
wives some Starbucks mugs.
What I do want to cover real quick is, folks, Christmas coming up. We'd really appreciate if you guys think about us and buy some Christmas gifts from us. We really appreciate that. It is a slower time of year for the training and all that other good stuff.
Yeah.
So if you keep us in mind for all your gear needs.
And we do have
especially
electronic
with-
gift cards on the website.
And stop. And you have Garmin going on too, so that should be
yes,
awesome.
Garmin.
Yeah.
The other thing, folks, if you ever have, and I've said this before, but if you have any recommendations for certain brands or something like that we carry, let us know. We'll look into that. We definitely want to expand some of those things.
Yeah, if you guys are looking for any particular Garmin items, whether it be like dog tracking collars, if it's watches, whatever,
GPS.
let me know any of that.
Yeah, we'll start getting. Number one, we spent a lot of money on the initial Zero purchase, but
Yeah.
we'll start getting some more of those other products in as well. So again,
Brody said Summer needs a Starbucks cup and mug review mini series.
there we go.
Oh,
She needs to we need to get her own channel.
what was the name of those mugs? Ones you like, the
The-
shorter ones? You been there or something?
You've been there, and the You Are Here series.
You've been there. You are here.
Yep.
Okay.
The other thing I'll tell you, folks, is we got some really exciting news. I plan on announcing it at the end of this month. Long range for next year. We got some fun things on that. I'm pretty stoked about that.
Witchel's asking the Garmin Chrono. Yeah, the Zero.
Yeah, the Zero.
We
It's
have
the Garmin Zero.
a huge batch of those on order. They've already started shipping.
They're on our website right now.
for pre-order.
You can pre-order. As we are getting a batch of what we ordered in, and we have a lot more coming. So go pre-order, and we will
I'll
get
just
them
put
to
it
you as
this
soon
way:
as possible.
90% of the people that pre-ordered are going to be getting theirs shipped tomorrow.
Yes,
So if you go ahead and get into pre-order, you'll be in that next batch coming in.
unless Gary needs to pull about 3 of those out of the stock.
No, he
doesn't. Gonna need those right away for business purposes.
No.
I don't want to, babe.
No.
I don't want
need
to.
You need to.
Oh, one thing
need to
I
show
will say
off
before I go,
what they do.
and again, folks, I got all the filming done for it. I think for the most part, I'm still putting it together. The longest review I've ever done is that Zero Compromise Optics. I was trying to get it done this weekend. Bunch of stuff came up, like it does everything with that. That has been the most challenging review I've ever done. But I'll
Been
tell
the
you,
longest term review.
the longest term review for sure. That is. I love that optic more and more every time. There's some cool things that you guys are gonna want to check out with that. So we also have those. Do we have those on the website yet?
What?
The Zero Compromise?
Did you have Dan put them on?
I don't think so.
All right, we'll get them up.
we have a bunch in stock,
We
but
do,
apparently we're not selling
apparently.
them. Zico, but
Call me. I'll sell you one. I just got 2 more in.
If you like Night Force, If you, I'll tell you, the extra $500 or so that you're going to spend on the Zero Compromise, it's worth every penny. And we'll talk more about that.
Didn't
in
you
the
have that
review.
one on there?
But we have
all
plenty.
I-
But we
I
have
moved
plenty.
it
Now,
over to this
Gary.
one. I moved it over to. I was actually using it on the.
I'll use it on the Precision.
Ruger today.
But we do have all the Night Force in stock on the website. They are marked down for that special sale during November. So
Yes.
hurry up and get those because that sale gets cut off on December 1. And that's, I don't know when's the next time they'll
December
do
1st.
one.
December
So
1st.
I just sold like 3 scopes today, I think.
So you need to buy Christmas presents early.
get what you need.
Get your wives to get on the site. Orders yours now. You
Yeah.
need that in your life.
Even if you want to go ahead and order it and you're waiting for a rifle to come in, you don't know when the rifle's going to come in.
Save some money on the scope.
Yeah, get it now. I can hold it for you until your rifle comes
Oh,
in
and
or
folks, we have
whatever.
payment plans, by the way, too.
Yeah.
We have payment
I
plans.
saw that on the website.
We
Yeah.
got payment plans all the way out to 6 months, right? 90 days.
No, there's 30 days, same as cash, 3 months, and 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay. 30, 60, and 90.
Yes.
Okay, 30, 60, and 90 days.
3,
So we're here to make it
10,
easy
you'll
for you.
find.
It makes it a lot easier for you to hide those purchases.
No, it's not 30, 60, and 90 days. It's 30 days, 3 months. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Now you're getting me confused.
Write that down, folks. Write that
I wasn't
down.
even getting in the middle of that. I'm going to move away.
All right, folks. Oh, yes. Oh, you know what? I should have pulled out some nods and stuff tonight. We are getting some thermals in. We're getting some thermals, some night vision.
We have night vision in stock.
We do have some PVS 14s
They're
that
awesome.
they come with data sheets, which is what you're going to want if
They're
you're buying
good
these.
quality tubes.
So, anyways, we got you covered. Well, folks, we appreciate you showing up. It was a good time tonight. We kept it light and easy, and we appreciate you guys jumping in and contributing to the conversation like always. So, anyways, until next time, stay armed, stay ready. We'll talk to you soon. Jay, time to sign.